was fine and fly. Rebecca's her name, got sparks in her eye. Now Jamison and Rebecca, they got the groove. Together they're unstoppable in their own groove. They heard about this dude Jeff, so calls his name. Messing with their people, it's time for something. Jamison and Rebecca, they're on a mission to punch Jeff's circle in his stomach precision. Together they're funky, a force to reckon. Jamison and Rebecca, making moves in seconds. Jamison and Rebecca, they're on a mission to punch Jeff's circle in his stomach precision. Together they're funky, a force to reckon. Jamison and Rebecca, making moves in seconds.
Late at night, Matthew Daly took a chance. Met a stranger on an app looking for romance. But little did he know it was all a trap. Chris Hansen stepped in and there was no going back. Conspiracy theories swirling inside his mind, but his heart was filled with the darkest hard to find. He searched for something that could never bring him joy, belonging, freedom, voice. Oh, that's not a toy. Innocent heart lost in a twisted game, caught in the shadows, trapped in the shame. Oh, Matthew Daly, choices will destroy. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Oh, Matthew Daly swiped on the grinder app, looking for love, but he got a trap. Chris Hansen showed up, undercover surprise. Matthew in shock, couldn't believe his eyes. Driving in his clean golf cart so slick, thinking it was a date, just a little trick. But the weed in his pocket, he didn't see it coming. Got caught up in the game, now his heart is drumming. Innocent heart lost in a twisted game, caught in the shadows, trapped in the shame. Oh, Matthew Daly, choices will destroy. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Oh, lost innocence. Innocent heart, lost innocence. Oh, lost innocence.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. I hope you were enjoying the tunes in the green room there. That was a little funky team up between Jamison and Becca. I couldn't. Here's the thing. I tried putting just Becca, and it was like, hey, that name is copywritten to for some reason by AI. So I said, okay. So Becca, if you're listening, Rebecca is actually you. What is up, Maxwell English? Dee Dee, I hope you appreciated those being an AI yourself. I mean, hello. If you stick around long enough, here's the thing. If Ryan Maxwell shows up, I got a little song for him too. But I didn't want to stretch out the green room too long. So why are we all here? You may be asking yourself. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm David, FFOP Radio. It's Flamingo Friday. That's a given. Krista, my co-host and producer, is off camera.
Hi, and hi, Captain Pie.
Yeah, Captain Pie,
Hello.
welcome. Thanks for throwing up the horns.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe I've gone this long without knowing about. I mean, I knew about him, but I just sort of lumped him in with latter day Chris Hansen, kind of like I do with latter day Seagal, and not like mid-century Seagal, latter day Seagal. It's like, oh, well, by the time Chris Hansen's, 70 pounds overweight and he's like interviewing them in front of the police, so there's no artifice or anything like that, I go, yeah. But here we are.
Here he is. Here's that cup. Can they see it yet or no?
Oh, what, this?
No, on the screen, the video.
Oh, no, you can't. They can't see that
Just
yet.
kidding. You can't see it, but you will.
Now I lost my train of thought because of the cup. What was that? Anyway, this is latter day Chris Hansen. So this guy, he shows up because he found a guy on a totally legal app, Grindr. He says, you're in the neighborhood. I mean, he'll tell the story a lot, and it'll be, if you're familiar with Sokol, you're familiar with like frustration, and Detective Kelly really puts on a great show.
Where is this?
This is, I don't know. It's latter day Hansen versus Predator. It was on the TruBlu stuff. We're gonna wild as AI. So yeah, this God, it is so. This is one of those ones that's so frustrating, and I want a Dudinsky. I want a Detective Kelly. Hell, I'd even take a Tom Mischke or a Catherine Reed at this point, because this guy's gonna be like, okay, all right, and he's like, because this guy is a conspiracy theorist. So how do you deal with that? But I feel like I want this guy to get a little something. Golf cart, yeah, this is the guy with the green golf cart. You guys know he had weed in his pocket. Came up for me, he'll say, for me, was here to have a good time by myself. That's why I brought it to a child's house. Pulled up here. So we are joining him in situ. Like this is like immediately after he's dressed like a fucking 2006 Ed Hardy nightmare. Oh, do people think this is cool? I mean, even people who dress like this can't think this looks cool.
I don't.
Like the hat and like the jacket and the fucking sunglasses and his like hair. And he's got the flavor saver on his face and like, god damn.
He didn't age well.
No, like, but yeah. Here's the thing. He doesn't really get into it explicitly, but since he's on Grindr, I imagine he's doing a decent amount of partying and playing. So, meth is a hell of a drug, I hear. Anyway, let's get started. And this is in America, but he has a Tim Hortons cup. I was like, whoa, is this Canada? But they must have jumped over the middle north area.
Maybe they're in like Seattle.
No, they'll talk about it. I forget.
Nice sunglasses.
And look at, he's wearing like a NASA jacket. Like, he's a conspiracy theorist, and he's wearing a NASA jacket. And I feel like his ring might be like a Freemason, some bullshit. But look at this fucking, oh my God. You can't even look at him and take him seriously. He looks like if you've seen Ernest Goes to Jail and you've got Ernest and Nash, like this is Nash's cousin who like spent his childhood eating lead paint chips and getting hit in the head with a monkey wrench.
So, we haven't got to meet, right? My name is Detective Simpson with the Sheriff's Office. Okay.
Is it all right with that? Because I kind of feel uncomfortable with the camera.
That's for
Is it all right with that?
Is that
You all right
okay?
with that?
My safety and your safety both, right?
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have a lawyer present, so it's like.
This open chair, who's it for? Elijah? No, it's for my lawyer. And even though it says lawyer like 40 times, he never invokes it. Spoiler alert.
So that's what I'm just trying to get this situated. You said you wanted to talk.
Oh my god, it kind of feels like he's wearing a King Cobra
Yeah.
JFS ring.
I'm telling you, this is a huge misunderstanding, man.
I understand.
I don't think anybody's gonna believe me though. I really don't, man. But I know I didn't do anything wrong. I know that for a fact.
I don't think anyone will
What's your
believe me.
name?
My name's Matthew.
Matthew? Okay.
Yes.
All right. What about your last name?
It's Daly.
Daly?
But-
Okay. So like I said, I'm Detective Davison. So I want to know who I'm talking to. I don't want to.
My cousin works for the Monroe County Sheriff's
Oh, yeah?
Department.
Who's your cousin?
I can't say.
Why would you say that then? Like, here's the thing.
I can't say who he is.
You would drop the familial connection like in a speeding ticket situation, right? He's like, hey, you know, it's dangerous out here. You know, I got family who are cops, and then you drop whoever it is. Like, not when you're getting picked up for trying to snag a 13-year-old, right? You know, go, hey, my cousin. Because then they're going to ask you, and you're going to go, well,
I can't say.
I don't actually want to tell you because he doesn't know that I do this sort of shit, but I've got a good explanation, but nobody's going to believe it.
Monroe,
They,
Michigan.
honestly, I don't know what to say,
That's
but
where
he's
it's
been
at.
there since
There
first
you go.
years. Like I said, that's why I don't know what the heck's going on, because I'm on a, once before you're about to read, once you read my rights, then we can talk, because I don't know what's going on right now, and I just, something's weird.
No worries. So you have the right to.
I don't know what's going on right now. Like, that is the most annoying of all the annoying things in interrogation. You're going to see them all in their appropriate chunks. But like, it's one thing to be like a Federico Gondola, right? Where you've got chains around your waist, your legs, and your hands, and you don't ask until like 45 minutes in. You could tell me why we're here. That's one way to play it, right? Because you go like, oh, I'm so innocent, I don't even know why I'm here. Or you could do like him and go like, oh my God, I don't even know why I'm here. What am I doing here? Like, this is all a blur. Like, I woke up, I was bored, and now I'm in a police station. Like, I sprung to life like a mushroom in the woods, except I formed in a sting house near Chris Hansen.
I got friends downtown.
Oh, you better
Anything you
believe it.
say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him present with you while you're being questioned. You can't afford to hire a lawyer. When we
And you know Tim Hortons just loves the product placement,
Yeah.
right? Like, throw a Dr. Pepper up there. You know, does Matthew Daly look like a pepper?
My thing is that I can't have a lawyer here right this second, so how can I have somebody here with me right this second?
well,
You
we
can
don't
provide
have.
somebody here right this second?
He says right this second so many fucking times, it's so annoying. And like, that's the thing. This detective, this interrogator, whatever he is, I feel like misses so many opportunities to like fuck with him and get him to say something. Instead of just like shutting up and letting him go, like, I don't even know why I'm here. Why am I here? Why am I here? What am I here? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I don't know why I'm here. Like, what's that? It's a camera. Like, read me my rights. Like, someone who's so amped up, I would be like, okay, guess what? You said the word lawyer. I'm going to get out of here because leaving a dude like this alone,
Yeah.
he can't,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be able to shut up. Like, he would eat himself alive and he would beg you to come back in. But this detective is just like, oh, you know, all right, so I understand. No, no one understands. He goes, I get it.
Cool.
Jesus.
I don't have any providing. I don't even
It says one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you
If
wish.
you wish.
If you wish. So
Right.
that
It
means
says that you cannot afford to hire a
Yeah.
lawyer.
So we can start talking too, and if you don't want to talk anymore, just tell me I don't want to talk anymore.
But I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
Am I going to jail regardless?
The door
tonight,
is
whether we
closed
talk or
up.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what crime exactly?
For solicitation. Okay.
Okay.
So that, and the more we talk, the more you've got.
You go to jail.
Right.
I mean, there's no way to finish that sentence as a police officer and not like be shooting smoke directly out of your ass into his ass.
Yeah. The more we talk, either you'll go to jail now or you'll go to jail when you say you want a lawyer and you'll still go to
What
jail.
answers for what?
Yeah, you're totally right, Maxwell. Like, I would listen to any number of bullshit stories on the clock. And maybe that's where that's the thing. I'm more, I'm curious like a cat. So most of my friends call me Whiskers. But like, I want to know what the fuck is up. And that's what the disposition of a person you'd want in that chair. Not like, okay, cool. Yeah, like if you want a lawyer, you might get one. I don't know. Anyway.
It won't be today.
I'm confused.
You want me to answer your questions, but I'm going to jail. That's
Yes.
the thing. Like, even if I answer your questions, I'm still going to jail. I'm not going free. So
True.
why don't I just tell?
Oh my God, this
like,
was
wait
like
for
2
a
years
lawyer
ago.
or something like that.
Not
You
even.
have that option. I'm not telling you you don't.
TruBlu's
I'm
pretty
just-
recent.
I read you your Miranda rights. That's what we're required to do. And you
He's
read
like
them. You
Dr.
can read
Marco
yourself, too. I
Wolin.
read it.
I want a lawyer.
We can start
I'll talk.
talking. You can tell me that, hey,
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
My shoe.
He never gets to. If I can find the raw footage, I want to show you guys Jeffrey Scuzzlow or whatever his fucking last name is. He does the same thing Wolin does. It's like right at the end, after like all the evidence is laid out, and he's like, "You killed your future stepmother." He's like, "I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything." Like it's fucking what's his nuts from Mad TV, Stewart. I didn't do anything. Like he's this fat fucking blob of shit sitting in front of a full-grown human being who's like, "Hey man, we know you killed your future mother-in-law." And he's like, "No, fuck." He's such a douche.
Honey, 30K, hurry.
Yeah,
Leave the girls.
Don't
so
be the
far
girls.
you don't want to go any further, we can.
What would talking with you do for me, though?
You can get some answers.
Like what?
Again, I can't get into everything without. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only going to say so much, though, and then I'd rather you just take me to jail or whatever you're going to do, because
if you want to talk, and we can start talking, and then if you say, "Hey, I'm done talking," then we can talk. That's what the camera's here for, right? That's to protect
Right.
me and protect you. So it says that you can't say, "Oh, he told me this," or
Protects
he
all
said
of us.
this.
It protects
We're all
Tim
protected.
Hortons.
You can't say, "I said this" or said this.
Right, but normally a lawyer.
Yeah, just a blink back in history, it would just be you and me alone in this room, and no matter what the people outside heard, they'd accept your confession that I wrote for you, that you signed. So thank your lucky ass, right, dude? Any other town, like any other part of history, right? If you like show up to get with a 12-year-old boy, like let's say this is, you know, have gun will travel era days, and you know, dad comes home from the mine and there's a 42-year-old dude dressed in Ed Hardy duds. Like, come and meet your 13-year-old. Like, they would find your carcass hanging from the dude's oak tree with your balls in your mouth, and the sheriff would show up and be like, "Well,
That's it.
you know, I'll be, you know, when you cut him down whenever, I guess. Smell you later."
A lawyer would say, "Don't say anything because anything can be used against you," and I don't want
9:57.
anything to be used against me because, once again,
Hey, role-playing, chat room, dude. 2 words.
you're going to say some things, and if I say something, it's going to sound funny, and it may not sound correct, and I don't
Like, if I'm talking about getting with a child, you're going to be like, "What, a child?" And I'm going to be like, "No, that sounds funny."
didn't do anything wrong.
Sounds more than
Still
funny.
don't know why I'm here. Don't know why I'm being detained. I know you told me, but I don't understand what happened because I walked into a house and then I'm on the
His
floor. and
YouTube
that's it.
channel
That's
was
all
the
I know.
craziness times 11.
Yeah, he's he's a conspiracy theorist, and I mean, but that's the thing. Like when the rubber meets the road with douchebags like this, we're like, I'm sure he's got conspiracy theories about police or sovereign citizen bullshit because they all dabble in all that shit. Notice how when like the shit hits the fan, the rubber meets the road, and like, you know, shit hits where it counts. He's not like the Freemasons. He's not like Bigfoot or aliens. His only strategy that he knows is at least semi-viable has nothing to do with conspiracies or Bigfoot or aliens or ghosts or shit. He just has to play so stupid that he doesn't remember anything before meeting Chris Hansen and hitting the ground.
Joey's TCAP channel says, "I love his YouTube
Hey, yeah,
channel."
so there he is, Joey. So yeah, I borrowed this from Joey's TCAP channel because it was the only raw footage out there. It is, you know, it's awesome, and I full appreciation. I'm going to link in your to your channel in the description because like, you know, great shit.
If you're willing to trust me, then I can explain to you more, but I can't.
Joey
I can't
knows
have a
about
conversation
Scott.
with you without.
Of course he does.
You know, you saying that you'll accept to talk to me.
Do you understand when you say it like that? It sounds funny to me, right? Like it sounds like I don't know how to explain it.
When
It
you
sounds
say
I'm
it
about to
like
sign
that.
something I shouldn't sign or I should.
I mean, it's more than a goof. Like, right? Like, this isn't just like goofy. Like, a marriage contract is a little goofy. Like, this is outer space levels of, like, it's not even human interaction.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to waive my rights. This is my rights. I don't want to waive them, sir, to be honest with you. But I'd like to have a conversation, but I do not want to waive my rights because that would be...
And I told you, we could start talking and say, at some point, you say, "Hey, you know what, I decided that I don't want to talk anymore." And that's one of your rights.
Yeah, but they're still in court, they'll say, "Well, why didn't you want to talk about this What am I supposed to say, dude?
Right, but then you can't do that, right? You can't play so stupid. You're like, I have no idea what's going on. And then in that same breath, as it's leaving your mouth, be like, people are going to look at this and know. Mm-hmm. So do you not know or do you know? Because you can't be like oblivious of the crime, but know exactly how and who and how many times somebody's going to whomp your ass with like a beating stick.
Right, and if you already have premonitions of wanting of stopping talking because you want a lawyer, then obviously you know something is wrong.
Right, but that's the thing with these all interrogations that are any fun to watch. Everybody knows that you should be getting a lawyer, and they'll dance around it. And all the best ones will even say like, "Give me a lawyer," and then the brakes will get pumped.
Yeah.
The air gets sucked out of the room. The detectives get very nice and nonchalant, and they go, "Hey, man, we're all friends here. You really don't want a lawyer, right?" And as soon as the guy is just kidding, then they go back to like thwopping him with a like the hose.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any more statements. Okay?
So you ask me a question, I say, I plead the fifth. It's because I just would rather have a lawyer with me, only because it's probably better hearing it from them. Because no matter what,
his jacket. Okay, yeah, Jameis said his jacket feels like, you know how in nature, nature does its thing, and it does it whether it's a choice or whether it's bred in to the animal, right? So like all the most colorful animals in the world are typically like toxic or whatever. Like think about poison dart frogs and the golden toad and all that shit that can kill you. It's the same concept for humans, except we'll put like patches on jackets or bumper stickers all over our shit or dye our hair pink or whatever. And it's kind of difficult to understand what's going on, because is the person covered in bumper stickers and patches and shit like a crazy person, like a dangerous way like Matt here, or like a semi-fun way like the person who believes in mermaids who goes to every Ren fair.
what I say, I just don't think you guys are gonna believe me, dude. I don't. Once again, I don't know why the heck I'm here. You're saying contributing to minors. I remember I was at my house one time and got arrested because police came over for a fake phone call, and my cousin was in my house. He was 15. I had a beer in my hand and got contributing to minors. I didn't do anything. So I have a beer in my. So I go to a house.
Does that feel like the law to you guys? Like, have you ever got your door kicked in by jackbooted thugs, which is you and your 15-year-old nephew, and you're holding a single beer, and you like Stephen Duxbury, you're just trying to save the animals in the barn, but you accidentally hit the babysitter?
Got guys on a legal app. I go in there. I have my beer for me.
My guy's on a legal app.
That's mine. I didn't say I was giving you anything. Tell the person I'm doing anything with you.
American flag
this is for me.
patch on his arm is so huge, and like it looks like a pocket.
Well, because I feel like this is probably not a homemade jacket. I don't know what the hell is going on over here, but he's got the NASA emblem and this. It's like, I don't know. But then again, with this conspiracy thing, I don't know if this is like maybe performance art. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know anything about this dude. I know he's into conspiracy theories. I don't do that shit. I don't care to. So I don't know what he is and isn't into. But I know the moon landing is a big one for all you weirdos, right?
And I go in there and all of a sudden I'm on the floor. And I
it's got a
Chris
zipper. It is a pocket.
Of course everybody knows Chris Hansen. Okay. I know what's going down, bro. You know that what this is gonna, if that dude does what he's gonna do, which I have to have my lawyer try to stop that, if he does what he's gonna do, man, like...
He's still mentioning Elijah here in the empty chair, waiting for, Jehovah to beam him down a lawyer like Dante at the gates of the city of Dis, right? Like, you have to... whatever. Obviously, he doesn't know how the legal system works because he's talking here.
But he knows law enforcement.
It sort of annoys me, too, that every time he picks up his coffee cup, it's like the same size and shape as like the SVU cups, and he kind of drinks it like Stabler, which leads me to believe that there's nothing in there.
It's just...
like there's no steam coming out of it. He's like, ooh, hot stuff. Like he's doing like... because every time dudes love to throw when they're given that little... finger action. They go, hey, what? I didn't even know we got. It feels like, I don't know. Joey,
Goodwill jacket.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're looking at a guy who owns quite a few Goodwill jackets.
Several. Yes.
But, I can't throw shade at that. I mean, I definitely wouldn't
First
wear
of
the
all,
thing
I'm a
he's
father,
wearing.
number one, and I don't
There's
want
hope
that.
in the
I've
cup.
never even met
Oh,
my
yeah,
daughter
there's
in
hope.
years. I don't want her
drinking
to
up
know me
that
like
hope.
I live in a community. I can't go around telling everybody, oh, by the way, I'm a registered offender. I didn't do anything.
P.S. They don't make you go around telling everybody. They'll tell them for you, or they'll put a sign up. They don't make you like. They don't like. That'd be hilarious. Though,
They used to, though. They're like,
Well, I mean, I'm talking like. I don't know why it comes to mind. Like if Sarah Boone, and like was like she. Like in a weird world, like Detective Scott and Detective Chelsea, like have to stand behind her as she tells everyone in the apartment complex, like, I'm a drunk and I killed George. She goes, all right, 14 down, 300 to go. On we, you know.
I didn't have any relationship.
Didn't do anything.
Matt, I told
Yet.
you I can't discuss this without, your permission right now. So, I don't know what happened in the past. We're not affiliated with Chris Hansen. Okay? He's not my boss.
Then why weren't you there? Why would you guys do that? What is going on then?
Dude, you just said you know why Chris Hansen's there. You've seen it all before. I mean, why? Again, I'm not the detective. I would have these questions for Mr. Daly. But again, we haven't even gotten,
permission to speak.
the rights waived yet. But Jesus Christ.
Why are you guys there? If
It could have been from a shirt, but it also has a zipper.
He doesn't work for us. We don't work for him.
Then why were you guys all together there?
He was there. We were there.
How?
I can't.
Science.
Conspiracy. Perfect time to float a conspiracy theory. Will it happen?
I told you,
Chemtrails.
I can't answer all your questions.
Dude, you guys work undercover. It's not like a freaking like brain surgery. You work undercover with him. I know what goes on. I've seen the show. I get it.
So, do you know why he's there? Do you not know why he's there? I've got to waive your rights, man. Shut the fuck up.
Like, so that's why I don't understand. I'm here because I'm one of those creepy dudes who's old, who goes in there, tries to sleep with young.
Definitely.
Yes.
Also, here's the thing. I haven't looked into this dude very deeply. Don't want to because he's more disgusting to me than Sokol. But doesn't it feel a little bit like he's on speedballs or just a hint of meth or just a whisper of glass or something?
Young boys, but nothing happened, and I didn't do anything. And it's the same thing that always happens. Well, you came in here with some beer and this, and you said this.
If I ever get picked up for a situation like this, I know it'll be the first time, and I'll never say something like, this is the way it always happens. Here I am again. He's definitely not a brain scientist.
Oh my God, he showed up in slippers?
Okay, I have beer on me.
Also, in a golf
'cause
cart.
That's
But yes.
the thing. He was so close. He's like, great. I'm already catching a buzz, and it'll be in them.
On me. And I have a little bit of marijuana on me, which I have a card for because I live in
I'm past
Michigan.
that
On
stage.
me. I walk into a house, didn't say anything, didn't do anything, saw a 30-year-old man, which is exactly what I knew I was going to see. That's what I was expecting.
The
He was
decoy's
30
name was
years old. He
Travis.
over there, I was like, good, 30-year-old
bet you
man.
have, Travis.
Because that's what I expected.
Okay.
Somebody my age.
So I'm gonna ask you again. Would you like to talk to me, or do you want to go to jail?
Let's talk, but let's talk. I guess.
Let's
I'm
talk.
not waiving my rights, correct? Like exactly what?
No, you are literally
Yeah.
waiving your rights. You are understanding them and waving them away. You're not invoking the Elijah attorney. You're not doing anything. But he knows this. But he also doesn't know this.
What am I doing when I sign that? Because I don't want to put myself in a
I'm
position.
gonna read them to you again. Okay.
I already know my rights, man.
So I'm gonna read them to you again, just so there's nothing that's mixed up. All right?
Just so I
You have the
get
right to remain silent.
an extra couple hours on the
Anything you
clock.
say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah,
You
somewhere
have the
between
right to talk to a
29.58,
lawyer
I'd buy
present
that.
with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you for any questions if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights.
And the worst part about this is that King Cobra ring he's wearing, King Cobra JFS, he hates sickos. This guy's one of them.
He
Not
totally
answer
is.
any questions from any
Did you
citizens.
know that when he arrived at the Sting house in his golf cart,
Feel like
he
I'm
went and
doing
spoke to
something
some of the neighbors before he went
wrong.
in.
Is this wrong for me to do? Should I
Then he
not
got
do
his
this?
cell phone in his backpack, and then he went to the house.
Should I not?
Can I tell you what to do?
I know what.
I mean, that's not unusual, though, because, the dudes have shown up historically. It's documented, and they will pretend like they're supposed to be there. Like, the dude checks the mailboxes and one. That's the thing. I don't know. Every time I'm in a place that I've never been before, I feel like all eyes are on me, and no matter the amount or the earnestness of my fucking about, like with mailboxes or like looking around like I'm lost. I feel like a sore thumb sticking out, and I hope to God no crimes happen near me because I know that I'm not supposed to be there, and everybody who is supposed to be there is watching me.
Right.
I wouldn't be like, oh, yep, because whose mailbox was that he was opening? Like, yeah, I wouldn't be like, hey, broski. Like, that's the thing. Because I was just rewatching the Stephen Duxbury case, and it's like, because you think, well, you know, maybe you just weren't thinking. But Stephen Duxbury knew there were cameras on every floor, knew there were multiple witnesses who saw him with Sasha.
Yeah.
And like he basically built a bunch of holes in any case he could ever build. Mm-hmm. And that's like, they just forget that like he's doing now. He just forgot he existed before he saw Chris Hansen. So, like, Stephen Duxbury kills Sasha. He goes, oh, I got a bag full of bloody rags. Evidence gone. But he forgot that he existed and was traceable in the world at large.
Right.
Like we all are.
Yeah.
What I know you can't tell me what to do, but you're an officer of the peace, sir.
Okay, I can't tell you what to do.
Of the peace, sir.
If you want to talk, we can talk, and then
Sir,
if you
please.
want to stop, we can stop. Okay?
Do we have to film? Because it doesn't say anywhere we have to film this. I know you said for your safety, but
But
it's not.
Multiple
it's not
camera
my safety.
angles in
Yeah.
this.
Here's the thing. Like, Miranda did his thing in the 70s. They didn't have body cams. They're not going to build that into the rights, like, later.
That'll be on camera, and then it can be used against me in court. That's why I don't want that film. Whatever we say, you're right, can be used against me in court. That's why.
Not to maybe, cause whatever, Big Salmon, you know, has his conspiracy theories that tcap is fake. I kind of feel like it might be spreading out. Look at the color of the inside of this cup. Does that look like there is unless he is drinking straight milk? This feels like the whole
I
Stabler.
think it's water.
But then why the Tim Hortons cup? If you're going to give
That's
him
all
a
they
cup
had. I don't know.
Why would a police station have a Tim Hortons cup? Every time they said, let me get you a cup of water, it's always one of those little styrofoam things. That's definitely, I mean, even if it is water.
When he put it down before, it sounded heavier than just an empty cup.
That's the thing. That's a conspiracy theory. So there could be, after the fact, audio engineering going on. You know, ADR is not hard, like Foley exists. Conspiracy? No.
That's why I don't want that film.
Okay, I can't not film this, and this isn't a Chris Hansen thing. This is a legal thing. So
This is a me
when your
thing.
attorney says, "Hey, I want that video of exactly what my client said to make sure that I didn't lie," then he can ask for that.
It's such a bummer, too, because, like, after TCAP, and that's the thing, too. A couple of things, too. Chris Hansen is always just going to be known as Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator. All the other true crime channels that cover Chris Hansen's exploits, whether it be early actual TCAP or like the Have a Seat or the TruBlu or any of the shit, it's always like, oh, you're on To Catch a Predator. And one guy even said To Catch a Murder and just left that. But no matter what, like, because like the detective here feels like he wants to say, we're not affiliated with NBC.
Right.
Because you say, well, we're not affiliated with Chris Hansen. You go, well, who is he affiliated with now?
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like diminishing returns for sure.
I can understand that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Because I could come in here and say, "Oh, you told me this, and this,"
Right.
and then
I understand.
there's nothing there. Then that's like I said, for your protection and my protection. Okay? Because you could come in and say, "Hey, he beat the shit out of me. He's whooping my ass. He made me say this."
Dude,
People do it.
I understand that. I understand that, but look at me. I don't, look, dude. I work hard for a living, dude. Really hard. All I have is me.
Okay.
Like I don't.
What does that have to do with getting beat up on or off camera?
Look, he's a hard worker. He doesn't have time to beat ass.
Like, hey, this protects you. What if someone said I beat your ass, you beat my ass? Hey, look at me, man. I'm a hard worker. I work every day. Where? What?
I have my only immediate family because all my family relatives are dead pretty much. As my mother, who lives in the same neighborhood, I take care of her. I got a little Frenchie who's probably worried right now what the fuck is going on.
Bring
I'll
Chris
be
in
back
here.
an
You
hour.
say you want a
I can go
BJ
here.
and you want
Hang
and you
on,
want
somebody.
that ass. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, and like he's like, I don't know, man. Everything he says can just be picked apart because you go, well, it's like adding vinegar and baking soda. They're the exact opposite. So when you try to put them together, they don't work. Like, I would not go, oh, all my family is dead except for my mom, who I take care of, and my French bulldog, who's probably going crazy right now.
And my cousin, who's also a police officer in
Oh, yeah,
Monroe.
and your cousin. But here's the thing. Your dog doesn't know you're a pervert. It doesn't have any conceptual, like, alignment with being a pervert. Like, don't worry about your, like, don't say that. That's what I'm getting at. Don't be like, oh, all my family's dead except for my mom. But my bulldog, that's the one I really got to get home to.
Yeah.
And that's another thing what Jeffrey Scullin did. Like, his future stepmom, Mel Plaskovic, he shot and stabbed, and, like, the second or third question out of his mouth, he's like, can we make this faster? I want to get home and take care of my dogs. If I come home and anyone I know is dead, I'd be like, guess what? Maybe the dogs are going to skip a meal. maybe we'll take care of the important shit first, Jeff.
Go fucking home.
Okay. So, how do you spell your first name? Easy questions, right?
M-A-T-T-H-E-W.
Nailed it. You're doing good, Matt.
Excuse me?
What's your name?
Alan.
How do you spell it?
A-L-L-E-N.
A-L-E.
A-L-L-E-N.
Okay. And how do you spell your last name?
T as in David, A-L-I.
A-L-Y. Okay.
Listen, as someone with a D and a B right next to each other, back to back, you might say in your name, I get why you'd have to go Delta Bravo, whatever. But when you only have one and your name is Daly,
And you're not on the phone, like you're sitting 2 feet from them.
like, don't give me the phonetic D is in Delta, Ailey. Fuck you.
Duh, Ailey.
My name's Dave. D is in Delta, Ave. Spell that right?
What do you call it, Matt or Matthew?
It doesn't matter.
Just don't call me late for dinner or late for sex with a minor.
Information already?
I'm just trying to gather the information, okay?
For what exactly do you
Oh my sweet, holy, hot Jesus.
Isn't that a great answer to a, like, it kind of makes me feel a little good because he's like, shouldn't you know this? And like, he's been giving him bullshit answers to stupid questions. And he's like, shouldn't you already know this? He's like, hey man, just trying to get information. It's not an answer to the question, but it is like, hey man, just shut the fuck up and spell your last name for me phonetically
Right.
again.
need all this stuff for? Like, you can just call me Matt. We don't need my birthday and my address and all that. You don't need all
We
that,
do.
right?
The paperwork, you see, Matt.
I mean,
Necessary,
you're
right?
arrested.
No.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth on lot.
Scratch that.
And plead the fifth on the address. You can cross that out. I'm not interested in
Okay.
all
We
of
already
that.
have it. It doesn't matter.
Birthday and all that's not necessary. You
We're
can
gonna
get
have
my
to take
name,
a
that's
copy of
fine.
your license,
Everything
so-
else, please, I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
No, you can cross.
Yeah, imagine like the arrest record that he would like to see. Like he's,
Everything's redacted.
Oh, here's Matthew Daly, and it's just like his name, and like maybe his dick pic at the bottom because he wants to show that
Cross that
off.
out, please.
So, what app were you on today?
It's an app called Grindr,
Grindr?
which is a legal app.
Okay.
It's a
What's
legal
your screen name
app.
on that?
I don't know what I put on there. Read bio. It just says read the bio.
Read bio.
Okay.
How long have you used it?
Today.
Just today? First
I
time?
downloaded it today, used it
Again,
today.
I met Chris Hansen. I hit the floor, and here I am today.
Pretty much, because there's other dating apps that somebody told me, hey, you should check this one out because there's some really cool guys on there. Like, cool. All right, no problem.
Yeah, what's in a name, right? A rose by any name was spelled sweet, but an app called Grindr. I mean, we shouldn't judge books by their cover, right? You're gonna meet some cool guys on Grindr, because the implication.
I don't know. It's a free, I said it's a free app, right?
But they're all like that. I worked with a dude who was nailing skags all over the state using Plenty of Fish and OkCupid, literally anywhere. He's just whatever.
Like with the name on the. I'm not familiar with Grindr.
Neither am I, dude. No, it just said no. I don't. They said their name was Travis or something like that, but that wasn't the name on the profile. I don't know what. I couldn't tell you what it said. There's a million profiles. I was talking to two other guys. One 30, one 24, and we were gonna hang out. But he said he was in my neighborhood. I'm like, well, you're just in my neighborhood. That way I don't have to drive. I was drinking a little bit because I'm going from work. I don't want to drink and drive. I'm like, well, I'll just come over and hang out with you.
I'll drive my
So
golf
that's-
cart instead.
Okay, continue.
So,
Yeah, we've all been there, right? You've had a beer, you got home from work, you're in your slippers, you have two people of legal consenting age, probably with a decent amount of experience to guarantee you or at least imply a what's the word I want to use? Competent time? Like, again, I don't get why people want to, like, not, take all the gross shit out of it, right? You want people in your life with experience, unless you are a monster and just want to grossly dominate them.
Yeah.
Like, if I were a weirdo, I would hire, because I used to be an electrician, I would hire like the shittiest electrician I could find so I could get them in my house and show them how to be a better electrician, possibly against their will if this metaphor holds up. But I don't. Like, who would want that? Like, you would want someone to come in and do the job right, especially when it involves, like, you. So I don't get why all these, and they always want it in the butt, too. Like, I don't get that either. Like, whatever, do you. But, like, why is it most of these, like, predators, even if they're not, like, on Grindr or they don't identify as gay or whatever, always in the butt? And with, like, I go, what? Why? It's like... These people are brand new to the scene. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, do you want to be like an air traffic controller in like the weirdest, most awkward situation where you're like, because like, it's beyond me. Because you can't just like, we've seen it. You can't show up and get right to sex because that's all you've been talking about. You can't be like,
Right.
because you're going to have to like sit in the kitchen and talk about the apple pie and the whipped cream and the Mike's Hard Lemonade and the way watered down and all the other shit.
Well, not only that, like when you're talking about, you know, the backdoor stuff, there's like a lot more prep and shit that you need to know
Right, I'm
and
saying,
do.
like, it's like walking into
I mean, right? I
like
don't know.
owning a circus and you say, whoa, I found this tightrope walker. They've never walked a rope, tight or otherwise, but they're so fucking hot. I'm going to put them 30 feet above the crowd. We're going to cross our fingers and hopefully nobody breaks any laws. Wink, wink.
You're talking to a guy named Travis, and you're on Grindr for today's first time. What other apps do you like to use?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, that's cool.
Within your right.
Any of
And
them?
how long were you
Tinder?
talking to Travis for?
Please
I have no
fifth.
idea.
No idea. Okay. And how did you contact him? Like, how did that conversation go?
They contact you. You just put your profile.
Like every app, you just sign up and you wait for them to contact you. That's the great thing about.
Yeah. David and I rated each other with stars.
Here's the thing, man. Like, there's, you know, whatever, sexism be damned, but it is much easier, at least impressionistically, for ladies to find partners.
Sure.
Does it feel like that to everybody else? But also, like, gay dudes. Mm-hmm. Because, like, I don't know, it just feels like there are subsections of the populace that just, I don't know, understand each other better or whatever. Like, it just feels like me, I've never had it easy in that way. Like, I had to ask ladies to go out with me, and they could say no, and I couldn't do shit about it.
I think a lot of it is, I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't really think I ever pursued a guy.
Right, and I think it's just a cultural thing, but it's just like,
It
what
could
the fuck?
be.
But that's the thing. It's like when,
But a lot of people and women and a lot of like gay guys seem to be more open.
well, yeah,
So
maybe
it's
it's like
easier.
two sides of the Oreo. Is like the dudes, whatever, classic dudes, straight, cisgendered, alive, non-related, of age dudes, trying to get with chicks, and they go, I don't know, you got to prove it. Since dudes are like already like, let's just do this, but the barrier that is the lady who's like, you got to prove it, is typically not, maybe? I don't know. Humans are really fascinating creatures.
And they contact you.
Okay.
So they
Dave
contact
made
me. I
first
don't
contact
anybody.
for me.
You just put it up there,
Right, because I discovered warp technology first.
Yeah.
and then people just talk to you. It's like Facebook. You know, just, hey, how's it
No,
going?
so again, I'm new to this stuff, so I'm trying to understand it.
I'm new
it
to
too,
Grindr.
dude, which
Okay,
is like,
so it's like, I know on Facebook somebody says, hey, add me or something like that, right? Like,
this is
They say that.
This is kind of a double-edged sword too, because I don't know that like detectives want like Matthew want their cake and eat it too. They say, well, I know everything about crime. Like there's nothing you can say that I haven't heard or experienced or whatever. So like any aspect of crime that could be shocking, they've heard before, except like how they communicate with each other.
How any form of technology works.
And I get like nobody's questioning that because it's just easier to think that the person in front of you is an idiot than. Because that makes you feel better. Like if they go, like if Catherine Reed goes, what's this chat thing, Travis? And he can go like, idiot, it's Yahoo.
Don't you have an email?
Right. Like what? E stands for what now, Travis?
This is more like, they just message you. Hey, what's up? What you doing?
Gotcha.
I'm like, just regular stuff like that.
Just regular stuff.
Hey, what are you doing? I go, regular stuff like that.
Drinking a beer.
In
my
dick
golf
pics.
cart.
And so you just wanted to go hang out.
I was gonna have a couple beers. Which I brought my 2 beers. Smoke a little bit of weed. Hang out.
2 beers.
It
Always
was
2
30.
beers.
I've heard before people say some wild things. They want to do drugs and they want to do this. I don't know. I don't do any of that. People have asked.
I've heard so many people tell so many police officers they've only had 2 beers that unintentionally like keep track of everything I drink when I start drinking, and it'll probably be the downfall of me. Like if anyone asks me, like if ever I'm never going to go anywhere. Where am I going to go? But like if anyone ever asks me, like, you been drinking tonight, sir? I will say, yeah. And I will list off how many ounces of everything. Cause like nobody ever believes 2 beers.
Right.
But it's said, and we go, okay.
Ask me, will you buy me this or buy? No, I don't do anything. I'm like, what are you, a child? If you're a kid, I don't talk to, like, you're at least over 18, correct?
What are you, a child?
And I asked him, you're not affiliated with the law or anything weird, right? Because this is a legal app. Okay. A legal app. I'm just looking to meet.
Listen, it's a legal app, and I have druggie friends who said that if you ask them legally on a legal app, they have to tell you that they're a cop or a kid legally.
So one of the things though is that he told you, he was almost 15.
Which I must have not fucking seen, obviously. Or
which I must have not fucking seen.
I'm taking the shit as a joke, because who the fuck says that?
So did you not see it, or did you see it and consider it a joke?
Hey guys, it's Ryan Maxwell. Party now. And there ain't no party like a Ryan Maxwell party, because a Ryan Maxwell party doesn't last very long because he's so tired.
Ryan, I'm glad you showed up because here's the thing. Let's take a little break. Let's slow it down. Matt Daly's not going anywhere. Sort of relax. I'm going to put on my DJ hat because earlier today I put together a little song. 3 little songs. You heard the first 2. This is the other one.
They tell you a story about a boy named Ryan Maxwell. He was smooth, he was slick, boy knew how to raise some hell. He sparked a revolution with just one simple thing, spreading the word. Yeah, he made the bell ring. Oh yeah. Ryan took a bite, and his taste buds went wild. He knew he had a mission, he had to spread it far and wide. He grabbed his megaphone, stood up on a big stage, shot it, pineapple on pizza is all the rage. Ryan Maxwell, he set the world on fire, saying pineapple on pizza takes you higher. Can you hear me? Ryan Maxwell, the funky pizza preacher, spreading the word. Yeah, he's the pineapple feature.
I mean, you get the idea. So I wrote a little song about, I didn't write anything. I wrote a little song about Ryan eating pineapple pizza.
Oh, fuck yes, this slaps.
So that song, based on real life events, not regarding Ryan Maxwell and pineapple on pizza, but my son tried potatoes for the first time, loved it.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, what if Ryan didn't like pineapple, tried it, and decided he did? Anyway, let's get back to Matthew here.
Somebody that's about 15. You know what I mean? Like
No.
So-
On another app, I had somebody tell me they were 20.
Okay.
I went to there, they were like 40-ish. That's why I was like, oh, okay. So this person's joking. So I'm like, oh, LOL, whatever. That's why I didn't say, after they said that,
Like, that's not a joke. right? Like, I don't know what jokes are to Matthew, but like, that's a lie. Like, if someone said, hey, I'm 20, you show up and they're 40, it's not like, haha, gotcha, and they
Right.
throw a pie at you. Like, that would be like when I was dating, and this, you know, if you've ever been on a dating app and sent on a blind date, this maybe has happened to you. You get a picture of someone from the mid chest up, and you go, hey, looking good, set up the date. They show up, and like from the chest down, they're a weeble. And I go, goddamn, but here's the thing. I wasn't about to be like, gross. So I stuck it out. We didn't mesh, like, you know, chemistry-wise. But still, I wouldn't be like if she had come to me and like, hey, here's a picture of me. I'm super hot, 5'2", 110 pounds. I'd be like, nice. When she shows up and she's 5'2" and 310 pounds, I wouldn't go, hilarious. That's the funniest fucking joke I've ever seen.
First time
Heard?
potato. Yeah, listen, it was a big day.
I can't believe he ate it.
I
We
could
don't
not-
have to get into it, but he ate.
He doesn't eat anything.
No, and I make the best fucking food in the world.
It's true.
I didn't say anything else. All I said was, hey, do you want to hang out?
What about when you were asking for like him to suck on your nipples?
Didn't know
He had a big laugh on me.
anything about no age, no nothing. Thinking this person is 30 years old, because that's what the app said.
Because it showed that he said that his birth, or he was almost 15, right? And then it was asking about sucking on his nipples, sucking on his neck, and asking you for him.
I
to
do
do
not
it.
remember it in that order like that. I remember.
Remember that
I just
order.
remember, like,
Nipples were last, sir.
That's what I would say. He's like, I don't remember that order. I remember the nipples for sure. But then I was like, 15, that's a joke. And it was hilarious.
I said, I'm on the app.
Not.
And then all of a sudden he gives me a phone number.
He spiralized the potatoes and fried them.
Yeah. We speaking of, I mean, here's the thing. We've stopped it so
Right,
much.
yeah, I mean, why not?
What are you expecting?
Talk about potatoes.
We ran across a like in the box, in the plastic, untouched by human hands, one of those, you know, as seen on TV, spiralizers that has 9 different configurations of chopping up your favorite fruits and vegetables. And I go, there's no fucking way, because you find stuff
At Goodwill, by
at
the way.
Goodwill and you go, it's rusted, or you're gonna get hepatitis, or whatever. There's chlamydia all over the shit. And I go, oh my god, it's $4. I go, there's no way that this isn't just caked in human feces. Open it
Completely
up.
sealed.
I couldn't even open it up. The sticker from the factory was still
Yeah.
on. I grabbed it like Gollum holding the one ring, and I shuffled up to the front of the store. And I found an old man, and I bit him on the neck, and he ran away scared, and I was able to make the purchase. But
I got some spiral sliced fries, but the fries might be cold.
no, they were piping hot because you go,
Yeah.
ah! You say, anybody, I don't care how old they are. If you tell someone, don't eat this, it's hot, the first thing they're going to do is like agree with you and then shove that shit in their face.
Phone number, and I'm going through both.
Okay.
So on the app, I say one thing, and on the phone number, I'm starting to see something else. I'm like, all right, this don't seem right. That's why I asked him, like, dude, you're not affiliated with police or
It didn't seem right. That's why I showed up just in my golf cart with my weed, because I was like, if he is a cop, I don't want to be in real shoes.
or you're not like doing anything funny.
Texting him too, or is it like?
App, yeah, he gave me a phone number.
What the
Okay.
I'm
fuck?
like, okay, I've had that happen to me on other apps. Gave me a phone number, and it's a real person, and we just have
So-
good times, like normal stuff.
So the messages were texted to you about the age, and then
No.
What was that? How was that then?
All I saw was, hey, I think I live in the same area as you. I'm like, oh, that's cool, because then that saves me time. I'm like, you want to just come by my house and
Like
hang
at
out?
the age.
So-
No, I'd rather just, could you come here? Okay, fine. I've no problem, because if you're in the neighborhood, I don't have to.
Man, he's got so many, like, Matthew Daly here has so many shades of so many predators. Because on top of, like, if Bob Ross is going to be painting, you know, some happy little trees, there's a huge smear of Sokol, like in feel and
Arrogance.
whatever. Like, he doesn't have the faux hawk, but it's still the same sort of, like, too cool for the age vibe. But, like, we get a little Stacy with, like, he's sort of skirting the, you know, what's online is with fantasies and yada, yada,
Right.
yada. The more he talks, the more it's like he's got, you know, because again, since he's so familiar with Chris Hansen, he's just like running through the deck of like Pokemon cards that are the Predators. And he's like, I'll use Kenneth Brinkman's, like, didn't even bring my wallet. Or I've got Jeff Sokol, or not Jeff Sokol, but Jeff Stacy with like that's online and like this was a joke or like he's playing poker or not poker. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh. He's throwing out like Kiz Brinkman go and there's like a bunch of blue eyes white Brinkman.
Okay. So that was the only thing for me is that I'm not driving because I'm drinking.
I don't pay attention to that. Yeah.
The small
Is there any way we can
tidbits
look at your
are
phone
almost
and
as
verify
big
this?
as the large.
No.
Because all that stuff automatically gets erased. It doesn't save like that.
It's like
None of that stuff
Snapchat.
saves. So when he says
Here's the thing, even that saves. Criminals,
yeah.
just know that technology saves everything. Like it's not 1998, right? It's not like you can go to Sprint and be like, hey, do you guys have text messages? And they go, oh, we only keep them for an hour. Because why would anybody ever want those?
I have transcripts, okay, that's fine that you have transcripts, bro, but you got a piece of paper and there's no digital thing of anything me saying anything.
Okay.
Like everything is erased immediately.
Nice.
You don't know how it works. but
Listen, hey, you got paper, but there's no digital. There was no digital penetration, right?
Because I don't want to be affiliated.
Did you delete the account already?
Yeah,
Why is
absolutely.
this in
I
an
delete
echo chamber?
Majority of everything. I'm never.
I mean, 'cause
Concrete walls.
soft furnishings would give some sort of comfort to this fool. Like he's in a George Hughley V, concrete block.
Anything, even on Facebook, I delete messages. About text messages, I delete from my own mother. Why would I save? Your phone gets built up with stuff. I just delete everything.
It sounds like a bathroom.
But yeah, no, I delete everything. There's no information on it.
And if you close your eyes, you think this conversation is happening on one side of a bathroom wall to the other through a
Yeah.
small hole about hip height.
So,
So when he's saying, well, you said this, I'm like, dude, I'm on a legal app.
Illegal.
They can get on Google Play.
Huh?
Talking to a supposedly 30-year-old man.
Legally.
So what I'm
told you
getting
that he was almost 15.
on the app, I was told one thing. On a text, now I'm getting played around with. I'm thinking.
So,
And since I know Chris Hansen, not only by reputation, but I'm familiar with his work, right, the transcripts that they get from
Crap.
every fucking dude. So would it be believable? He's running this through his noodle right now. He goes, hey, I know Chris Hansen, and he pulls those transcripts. That one was as thick as a phone book. But if I say that mine aren't, question mark?
So, I don't know how Grindr works. Do you?
It's probably just like any other app that like meets
So it's an
people.
18 and over app. So do you think
I
that
mean, all of them are. They have to be. Like you would have to be a complete like degenerate and like off your rocker to be like, here's a dating app for children. Like they already have that. It's called Penguin Club or whatever. It's all the predators go and get their little avatars. Blech.
gross? Anyway, do you think the profile actually said 30? Probably.
Maybe, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, it matters in if
It literally
he had a
doesn't,
defense
because- no,
lawyer, it probably
doesn't.
would matter.
It literally
a little bit.
doesn't because somebody else did that too. Who the fuck had this stupid thing? Oh shit! Someone in the chat knows this if you're a TCAP fan, but like one of the decoys said they were like in their profile said they were 99, but that doesn't matter because in the chat you can go, I am this, and they have to acknowledge it because no one is going to look at a phone and see a stream of text in a conversation and go like, nope.
I get that, and I understand. 99, haha, whatever. Like, who's gonna be on there at 99? It's just to do it. But I understand. I'm not trying to like play
Look,
devil's advocate. Yes, he
Here-
should have been
here's
like.
the
But
thing. They make it explicit in the chat. They say no. They
Right.
always say no. This is a lie.
and he should have acknowledged that.
Yeah, which he did. They always do. They always go, whoa, or, you've heard the million voiceover quotes where it's like, I want to rock your body, baby. Like, they know that they're 12, 13, 14 years old. It's just like Jeff Stacy, just like Jeff Sokol, all the Jeffs and the Mansies, their entire conversation they know because they made it to the address. They know the kid, they know their name, they know their family, they know blah, blah, blah. It's just the only thing that doesn't stick on these slippery smooth brains is the age.
so
Ryan says the
Like,
other day I
here
tried
says,
to watch the
hang out
interrogation
with
from
me.
Dylan Roof, the Charleston church shooter, and it was like it was recorded on a Betamax camera in 1973.
That one is pretty terrible.
stuck my neck and nips, and it's a good BJ for me, and I want to get it in the ass.
We're screaming
Stuff like that.
outside.
He goes, OMG, that's so fucking hot.
Okay, regular.
It always happens. Whenever there's like any sort of whether it's intentional or not, organic or forced, there'll be a build, right, of something. And it's always the point, whether it's a crescendo that ends up in a single word or a sentence, or it's something that's read out like this, where it goes like, every sentence is a nail in the coffin. You go, God damn it. This should be said and heard crystal clear. There's always some fucker in the background who coughs or needs to like order from Grubhub or whatever and needs to do it like at max volume right outside the door.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. That's just regular stuff.
Courtroom coughers in my society would have their pinkies cut off. Bring in some Ricola or say goodbye to those diamond-studded little trinkets.
I'm in high school still, and I'm about to be 15. So, this says lot, and this is, but really down to Hank, for real, lot.
Did I
no
say
copyright.
anything? Did I say anything else like besides lot number? Did I say anything like, oh, that's what I'm into and I like? All I said is I'm gonna
The FFOP radio story.
hang out, but I didn't say, oh, I'm gonna do anything after. Once I think probably if I.
It doesn't matter what you were saying prior to it. You were asking him something sexually explicit.
I think probably.
What did I ask him after that?
I even seen that. Which
See, there's Kenneth. Kenneth is here. Mr. Brinkman, your ghost.
I don't think I read it correctly, obviously, because all I said was lot number. I didn't say, oh yeah, that's totally cool. I didn't say that at all.
No, you just read it, knew that he was 15, and asked him for the lot number so you could slurp his dorp. Right? Like, why would you? Like, no one who ever has told me their age, whether they be 7 or 97, I go, oh, cool. Awesome. How much reaction do you need? Especially if all you want is to get their rod in your...
Anywhere.
Anywhere? I mean, you're not going to be like, oh, radical. Like, you're going to be DTF, which isn't like, you know, TF. It's not to chat.
There's nothing in there that says I said that was cool.
No, but it does show that he did tell you
Thomas
his age, you know what I'm saying?
Understand.
Leans
But there's
back
nothing
in
in
chair.
there that said I
You
was
want to say
advanced.
something sexual to me right now, Steven?
Simon, when you see a girl walking down the street, Simon, you go, damn, that girl looks good.
Or is that correct?
God damn, we gotta watch the Brett, what's his name? Steven's red shirt interrogator interviews a bunch of people involved with a bank robbery, and he goes, I'm real good at what I do, sweetheart. Brett, call Brett. And he makes him pray with him. He goes, Dear Heavenly Father, you know what it is.
Oh, geez.
Correct.
Dear God, give...
I mean, there's nothing saying, but it does show that, hey, you know, you're...
But there's nothing there saying I'm soliciting, correct?
Whoa.
Well,
Well, you said you wanted to suck his nips, kiss his neck, and slurp his dorp.
yes. Those are all...
Just like, here's the thing. Just because I put a sign on my door that says no soliciting, like if they don't say the word soliciting, it's not like a golden parachute. It's not the silver lining that's going to get them out of this.
Well, saying that, you know, you want to have you kiss and suck my neck.
That's before. I don't know who
Saw that
I'm
one.
talking to a
You didn't realize it was the
30-year-old.
same detective.
Right. I always bring my genitals up in conversation before I confirm the age. It's just good thinking. Just makes sense. Yeah, it was the same detective. Yeah, when he goes, hey, Brett, when he gets, because he interviews the girl first who like, she's like, I know, I was trying to get some, she's like, her story was like, she was in the neighborhood of the woman who got killed because she was trying to buy drugs. She goes, Gail, I need to use your toilet. And she's like, the classic liars, like, I had to get some toilet paper and really added up the details. But yeah, he's fucking one of the best characters in law enforcement. I'm real good at what I do, sweetheart. Because he gets animated, like during her interrogation, especially because they like know each other personally. He goes, they let me come in here, and he's up on his feet, and he's like, God damn! He's like, you're so close to the truth. It's fucking incredible. I fucking love that dude.
Sir, talking to a 30-year-old man. That's
Yeah, it was a home invasion. Just real quick for those not in the know. Gail, what's her face? Like, she worked with this lady who was banging one of her son's friends, Brett. 4 people were involved. It was a fucking disaster. So just real quick, they sent Brett in with a gun to watch her while they took the money. The girl who got the money stabbed everybody in the back and hid in a hotel and spent a bunch of it, got caught immediately. the money that Brett got, like his cut, I don't know if this is true. He got like $120,000 and the police got it. He never even knew he had it.
Oh my God.
And it's just a clusterfuck. And then he like, after the prayer, they go, you know, he like wants to call his mom and his dad. And like, holy shit, if my son ever did this to anyone ever does this to me, I'd be fucking pissed. But he's like, can I call my mom? And at one point, like, because the headset doesn't work, he like takes it and throws it, and he has to deal with that later. But he's like, Mom, I love you. Bye, click. And I think if anyone I know ever calls me hysterical and crying, tells me they love me, and then the phone goes dead, they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, how else would you infer that? I wouldn't go like, oh, my son must have just tried to perpetrate a burglary with some wire transfers and he accidentally killed an old lady. Jesus Christ.
Man, I'm in high school still and I'm about to be 15.
But before that, what is it that I didn't? What did I say after? Did I say after that I wanted to do that? No, I did not.
No,
I didn't say anything after
I
that.
said lot, no.
Right. That's the lot number.
So
but
then it
I'm
says,
sorry. Go ahead.
just horny, haha, and you said LOL, lot number.
Because he's joking around, right? Because
Right.
I've been on another app where somebody told.
Right,
It's the internet, right?
Like if I were sexually interested in somebody and they go, I'm 15, I wouldn't go LOL, lot number. I would go, wait, let's confirm that that's a joke before I show up.
Show me your library card.
Show me, get your library card. Like, again, like, I don't know, man. Like, jokes are one thing, but like, there's no, like, bad liars just love to discount the fact that we're all humans and have these common experiences. So they would just ask you to believe their story that is counter to like all human instinct and intuition. Like 99.9 people out of 100 would not have done this. But they want you to just like accept it as like totally normal.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. You don't know what's not normal until you don't know. Because like you make some offhanded, like casual mention of something that happens at your house and everybody looks at you and you go, whoa, that's weird. You know, innocuously pineapple on pizza. It's a divisive thing.
Yeah.
How you hang your toilet paper. Whether or not you bought a miniature stallion so that you and your wife could have sex with it. Like these are all things that like wouldn't come up, whatever.
Somebody told me, and once again, hopefully like this doesn't sound weird, but they were like, hey, I'm 23. I went in there and he was 45.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I didn't have a problem with that. I'm like, okay, fine, you're a little older, that's no problem, but you shouldn't lie about your age because that's not cool. So
That was a joke. So only if they're like 20 and say they're 40, or they're 40 and say they're 20, that's a joke. They're 20 and they're actually 23. Hey, man,
It's a just game.
boundaries. It's a just game. Huh.
it's just the same thing on Grindr. You have to
Is that
be of
just
age to
Grindr?
even be on there. How are they even on there? You have to be of age. It literally makes you sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Makes
So
you
how did
sign
they
a
even
waiver.
sign a waiver? That's not legit. That's not legal. So something happened illegal on your guys' end because I'm
Y'all are
legally
fucked.
signing a contract.
Y'all should be in jail.
So if you guys are legally signing a contract and then trying to
So not only does he have basically every shade of the tcap and beyond Predator Rainbow, it's also got a little bit of lolcow in here because this is Cyrax territory. When we start talking about legal contracts and people being fucked and like,
7 years.
YouTube's terms of service, that's a legal document, Marty.
set
cetera.
people up, something doesn't seem right. I didn't, once again, that's why I don't know.
Man,
That's why I feel like I didn't do anything wrong because I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, I'm going to meet a 30-year-old going to hang out, saying some funny shit, whatever, dude. But I had
Funny
Fucking
shit.
hilarious. Anybody ever tell you that joke at like work? Maybe you're in the water cooler. They'll walk up to you, give you a little poke in the ribs. They go, "Hey, I'm 15." Hilarious.
say weird shit to me, fine, whatever. But then I get there and all of a sudden I'm on the fucking ground, I'm getting handcuffed. Chris fucking Hansen, I'm like, dude, there's no way this is happening, man. Like,
It wasn't a joke. Wasn't a joke.
like, come on, bro. Like, and he's sitting there, oh, you said this and this is what you like? Dude, first
I mean,
of all,
typically
you don't know
jokes will have
anything
two
about me at all.
major pieces of the equation: the setup and the payoff, right? So if the setup, like the other shoe, if you will, in a more morbid context. But like the setup is like, hey, I'm 15. The payoff would be like, psych, gotcha, I'm 30. But if the setup is I'm 15 and you show up,
And nothing was offered to him. 'Cause I
you hit the floor because Chris Hansen's there, I don't think it was a joke, right?
Yeah.
And I had 2
Golf
years
cart up
before
in the
me,
sky. His
which
age was
not
twice as
offered.
high. Take a look. It's in a book, Predator Rainbow.
Predator Rainbow. Yeah, he's got the glasses like Jordy.
No. I wanted him to come to my house. 30-year-old guy. He can come to my house. You know, I work for a living. I got to go to work at 8 o'clock while I'm going to jail.
So
at
the
night, apparently.
30-year-old guy didn't have to go to work?
Yeah, hey, I got to go to work tomorrow. I'd love to come over there, but can you come over here? I got work tomorrow. No man. I mean, I don't know how ladies, I'm going to tell you this. No man I've ever known would have been like, I was going to bang this person, but I had work in the morning, so I decided not to. I don't think anyone I've ever known of the male gender has said that to me. They said, hey, I've heard plenty of stories where like, oh man, I'm very tired because I spent last night fucking. I've never had anybody come to me. I've been an electrician and I've worked in offices. I've never had anybody come to me and go, man, I got so much sleep last night because I turned down a fuck sesh. I slept and now I'm refreshed because I knew I had work in the morning. Never heard that shit. Never.
I have to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was just going to kick it for an hour and then,
Kick it.
have him come over, kick it for drink a couple, smoke, whatever. If he's 30 years old and he's cute or whatever, fine. But no, he's like, hey, you want to come by here? I'm like, I guess, but where do you live? Well, I live in the neighborhood. Cool, that's even better because I live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And then that
I
was
live in the
it. And
neighborhood.
then-
Hey, I do too.
You live in my neighborhood. I live in my neighborhood. We both live in my neighborhood. I
We're
guess
right
some
here.
of it's yours, but it's mostly mine, and I live in it.
Can we kick it? Yes, we can.
And then I said, hey, I would, because they're like, well, what would you like? I'm like,
Kick it. Burp, burp.
well, read my bio. And then I put what was in my bio. What you're reading is just what's in my bio. That's what you're supposed to put, what's in your bio, what you
My
like.
bio.
Okay.
So then they asked me that in the text. Now I see why, because I'm getting set up, obviously. I didn't know that.
Obviously.
I didn't
So you knew. I mean, they asked me in the text, was getting set up. Obviously, if it was that obvious, that's the thing, man.
I was joking.
There's got to be some sort of principle that makes humans try to. I don't know. There's no amount of critical thinking I could apply to someone like this and go like, well, he was probably, because there doesn't seem to be any probably. It's just like his mouth keeps moving, fueled by methamphetamine, allegedly. But there are guys stone sober who do the same sort of thing. Like, blah, 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 blah. And you go, well, what the fuck?
I didn't know I'm getting set up. Or
Bio,
else, why
my
would I
bio.
do
My
something
bio.
like that? First of all,
I said my name was in my bio. Read my bio.
I copied and
not
pasted
because
my
I was
bio.
listening to a minor, but
There was a point in my life, it was right around junior high, when I didn't understand bisexuality. So, or I understand bisexuality. I'm not an idiot. Junior high, I understand that you can have sex with both genders. I get that. I'm not an idiot. What I didn't understand was when people like would shorten bisexual, they'd say bi, but it happened so infrequently. When I would say it, I would accidentally say bio. Like they're a biological contaminant. But I would go, they're bio. And people would go like, what? But no one would say, what do you mean by bio? They just let me say bio. Fucking idiots. Someone call me on that. Let me say bio my entire junior high. And they go, what the fuck is he talking about? One person could have been like, hey, man, biological is not, it's bisexual, not biological sexual.
Why would I do that in the first place? I'm on a legal dating app, trying to find, which I already have,
Legal sex.
legit men, not boys. I have children. Why would I fucking want boys? Like younger men. When I said younger, I mean younger like me. I'm young. Like
40?
somewhere around, I look younger than that.
No, you don't. I would not say that I look young. I would not say that I am young, except when I'm in the company of old people. Then I would say it. But I would not we saw this detective. He's got a baby face and a baby haircut. I would not look at this baby face detective and be like, young guy like me, half my age you are. But I'm just a young, fresh face. Like, I'm still wearing a diaper. Matthew Daly.
I don't think you look your age. I don't think
I definitely look older, probably.
No, if I didn't know you, I would say you were in your 30s. I would say he was in his 30s, but he's also far away, and I don't have a good look at his face.
Listen, I feel like it's mostly just people being nice. That's bullshit. Like, people tell me all the time, oh, I didn't think you were that old. I go, no, you fucking did, you liar. Like, you don't look at someone with gray in their face and, like, looking like this and go, like, yeah, what are you, 20? No, like, people don't card me anymore. Stop that.
But I mean, I don't want 50, 60. That's what I was trying to say. I don't want 50. That's disgusting, man. Like, just sorry, but that's disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's disgusting to me.
56?
So.
Gross.
Have you ever met anybody?
Man, look young. We're definitely looking sexy. Thank you, Thomas.
No.
I agree, Thomas.
No, here's the thing. I don't want to get too deep into it. I made a rash decision that I'm regretting. I clipped my mustache. It was too hot. I go, it's too much sweat on my upper lip. Usually I just take the beard down, keep the stash, because that's the worst part to grow. It takes the longest, it's the itchiest. I did the opposite. Regret it.
When he did it the other day, I was looking at him.
No idea.
Well, I looked at him like something is different, and I like it, and it's your mustache, and I love it.
This is as close to Amish as I'm ever going to get. I don't like it. I don't like having nothing under my nose, because when you have a nose this big, you need something to anchor it. You see a big pyramid, you expect a lot of desert under it. If it were just floating out in space, you go, that's fucking weird.
I still don't even know if I met somebody underage. I met a 30-year-old man. That's what I saw when I walked through that door.
Okay.
I saw a 30-year-old man. That's what I saw. Yes or no? Okay. How old was that man? On camera, how old? You tell me how old you think he
He's a decoy, dude. I'm not affiliated with that decoy.
was.
If he was 30, it was supposed to be 15.
So he's overage, right? So when the door opens, I see a 30-year-old man, which is exactly what I was expecting to see.
Yeah.
Another classic defense is like when they get there and find out the person they were trying to get with as an adult, they go, whoa! Oh my God! Thank God they're an adult. Not realizing that, like in every case, laws have already been broken with the sexual chat and whatever. You can't just be like, aha! Like, that's like a sting. That's how stings work. Like, if a cop, catches you in a sting buying drugs, you can't go, aha! You weren't a drug dealer, so I can go. No, you can't.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything wrong. Once again, I saw a regular man. That's all I saw.
I saw a regular man.
I thought you had
then
blonde hair.
You know who comes walking out, and I'm like, I already knew, like, okay.
I think it's pretty. Very pretty.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you think that I'm a fucking pedo trying to find children when there's
Technically, Hebo, whatever.
no evidence of that, number one? Well, I have the transcripts. Okay, you have a history of my whole fucking entire life, so you know that I'm a pedophile or I like children.
Here's the thing. There's another Cyrax argument, right? Because he'll go, I'm not a pedo. Just check my record. Mm-hmm. Nothing. The cops told me I'm not a pedophile, he'll say. The cops can't tell you that, number one. But number two, like, that would be like, this is going to be an extreme case, obviously, but like, if Richard Speck, after murdering all those nurses in that dorm, was like, check my record. Of course, he had a record, so maybe that's a bad idea. And I was going to say Ed Kemper, but he killed his grandparents.
Yeah.
So like, there's nothing. But that's the thing. You don't need a track record of being a creep to just like be a creep one day and be found out.
Right.
Be like, hey, look at this. This is a birthday card my grandmother gave me at my 7th birthday party. Makes no mention of me being a pedophile. That's historical data.
Children or whatever, because that's obviously.
I'm going to say one thing.
Okay.
You can take a completely innocent person, confirmed, and blame them for pedophilia, and they will sound as crazed and frantic trying to exonerate themselves as a guilty guy.
Right. I totally agree, right? Because that is not something to be like, it's not a fucking joke. It's not like saying you're 20 and you're actually 40, or saying you're 110, you're actually 310. I mean, but here's the thing. If somebody accused me of something I knew I definitely had no hand in, I would be like that one guy, and I can't remember his name, but he was totally innocent and acted like he was innocent. The detective was like, well, we got video evidence, we got DNA. And the dude goes, great, get it.
Right. Show me.
Then I can leave, is like his next question. And like, that's the thing. If you are not, I mean, yeah, it would be very scary because by the time someone like a police officer pulls you in an interrogation room, something is there. Like, they're not going to pull you into an interrogation room without something being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, let's say someone comes to talk to you on the street, or somebody makes one of those prank phone calls.
Yeah.
I mean, I would know that you rip my house apart, you're going to find a bunch of embarrassing stuff about me, like everybody would have in their house. But you're not going to find anything related to me killing anybody, to me exploiting anybody, to me embezzling. You're not going to find any of that.
Right. Thomas says, like, you can come at me with a murder rap and I'll be cooler than a cop saying they got the chat room transcripts.
I mean, yeah, I totally, because there are, I don't know, I mean, there wouldn't be any transcripts from me, but like, hypothetically entertain this idea. Because like, but again, it's like, it's night and day, right? The people who, I would expect someone getting railroaded to act not like Matthew here is acting. He's not acting like he's being railroaded. He's putting up the energy and the inflection of someone completely caught off guard and angered by these accusations. But he's not. That's the thing. It's...
No, if he was innocent, he would have said, done, lawyer, put me in jail.
Not necessarily. I don't want to say that, because if... whether you're innocent or guilty of something, you're going to want to defend yourself. It is not impossible. It's very difficult to have an accusation levied at you where you don't try to defend yourself. It takes incredible will coupled with intelligence to see and understand your situation and go, okay, and get out of it unscathed if you are innocent. But we can rest safely in this reality, knowing that none of these people are, and that by the time they're sitting here and they go, well, do you like young'uns? It's not a matter of like, well, it's not he said, she said. It's like he said, and then he said, said, she said, he saw his dick, and then we just sort of go from there.
Yeah.
Once again, I walk into my house, see a 30-year-old grown man, just like I can expect to see. No soliciting, didn't say anything. After I said I like you,
didn't
and I
solicit a
wanted to do
thing,
this,
officer.
some jokes were made. We all laughed. That's LOL.
We all
which is
laughed.
Normal,
The two of
laugh,
us.
Whatever. Blah 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 blah. But I'm not looking at
Age.
What is it?
Consent.
After I see wild things being said.
Wild things, what do you mean?
Wild things.
Like, ha, funny, you're so cute, I'm horny, but this stupid shit.
Hilarious. Great. What do you mean wild things? Ha ha, funny, wild things, you're cute. What?
I was like, whatever, dude.
Is that wild, or is that...
Well, it's like, you know, to me it's wild. But I mean, like, I'm like, okay.
I got no confirmation nor even an inclination of anything that was said.
Something about being horny.
Whatever, dude. I literally said I have like an hour and a half and I have to go to work. So if you want to hang out, cool.
What?
If anything happens, cool. You know what I mean? But we're consenting adults, that's fine.
Like
It's
sucking
legal.
on his nipples and his neck.
Well,
and
it's a legitimate act between two consenting adults.
Okay.
So if that...
Like, don't... What are you doing? At the church. I kept thinking he was going to bring the steeple into this picture, but he's like, consenting adults coming together. You open the doors, and where are all the people? Because you put your fingers in the wrong way.
If that were to happen, which it didn't.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen was there.
It didn't happen. Well, and you're going to say, well, because we intervened and it didn't happen, but I'm telling you that nothing was going to happen anyways because there's no evidence of that.
No marriage contract,
So
that's for sure.
Was it not going to happen because he found out he was a 30-year-old man?
No, I knew he was 30.
You knew he was 30,
Yeah.
even though he said he was 14?
Once again, on the Grinder app, people tell me they're 20. People tell me they're 25. And
Right, but then you show up because they're of age, right? If they tell you they're 20 or 25, they are older. No harm, no foul, right? No one cares what happens between adults, right? Chris Hansen said that. Mm-hmm. People have a problem with 12, 13, 14 years old.
then they'll be 40, 50, 60.
That was
But
a
when I saw that,
transcript
I
being read
immediately
back by
said,
everyone. Ha, funny
just
joke.
what's your lot number, we'll hang out, I'll have a couple drinks and smoke. But
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing.
I didn't say,
But you
Very
hey,
good reference.
You were worried if he was the cops, though. So why would you worry if he was the cops if you didn't think he was underage?
oh, I plead the fifth on that.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a good time to bleed the fifth.
cool. Yeah.
Why did you ask if he was a cop if you thought he was underage? Because that's the thing. Very few 14-year-olds make it through the academy. That's an astute question, Mr. Detective. Finally, earning that pay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why I'm asking if you see what I'm saying.
No.
So, all right.
Where are we? What's going on?
Do you have questions for me?
Well,
Ryan
you said you weren't
says-
affiliated with him.
There once was a pedo named Matt with a stupid green camo hat. He said the age was 30, but his intentions were dirty. And when he saw Chris, he definitely shat.
Oh, for sure.
But obviously you are affiliated with him.
Okay. So if he doesn't work for us, we don't work for him.
I mean, not for nothing. Limericks are probably the most easily exploitable form of poetry for the common man, and it can be from the lowest, breaches of the society to like listening to NPR. Wait, don't tell me. I mean, the limerick it's like Coke or hot dogs. No one's too rich or too poor for Coke and a hot dog.
For him. Okay.
You guys are in our neighborhood. Like, what do you, like...
Turkey.
What are you
I
doing
pay
here?
taxes. I'm a normal citizen. Don't do anything wrong. Don't do drugs.
I pay
my
Don't do child
taxes.
support. But I don't do, my thing is, like, I'm just a normal guy. I don't know what the heck is going on. Dude.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
why
like
are
I
you
said,
doing this to me?
Like you wanted to plead the fifth, but you said that when he told you his age, you said no cops. If you were doing something consensual with an adult, with marijuana's legal in Michigan, there's no reason to worry about the cops. Right?
Can I give you a reason why I say that?
Go ahead.
Okay. I plead the fifth on that question because I can't.
He was already on the second, bullet point of his list without saying a word. Mm-hmm. Can I? No.
God, I'm aching back here. We got any cocaine and hot dogs back there?
I
Jesus.
can't answer that question because it doesn't make me look good if I try to answer it.
Cocaine.
I have had
You're never too rich to enjoy a good turkey dog.
legal, in my mind, sex.
I mean, but let's be real. If you want to talk about hot dogs, there is a wide and deep sea of quality, and I can see why people say hot dogs aren't their thing. Because if hamburgers had the same spectrum of quality, like if you got a Bar S versus a Hebrew National, it's like, I don't know, eating at a steakhouse versus finding a dead pigeon in the gutter and taking a bite.
I was never a fan of hot dogs, but
Until
now
the good ones.
right.
That's the thing. I wasn't a hot dog fan either because, when your family grows up thinking they're poor but actually just being cheap, you get cheap, shitty stuff, but you can't fuck with ground beef. That's why kids love hamburgers over hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy parents can't be give me the hamburger that's Bar S quality. You can't.
There once was a streamer named Dave. About his love of limericks, he raved. Like Coke or like wieners, there's no pleasure cleaner, and Dave's stream is still all the rave.
Much obliged.
Oh, look who's got the good dead pigeon live.
And I'm like, no,
Bloody
why?
Too good
We
for
just
the
want to
dead
make sure
pigeon.
that we're not coming over and something's going to happen. Some of these women I paid for. All right, just prostitution, stuff like that, which is all
Yeah.
over the freaking internet.
Yeah,
What?
which is still illegal.
Huh?
Which is still illegal.
Correct. I got it. I got you.
So
I got
was there any talk of paying to come over?
Prostitution?
Just bail on prostituting? He's already said he wasn't soliciting. He's going to balk it. Said he, what?
On either end? So then
Either.
still that doesn't make sense for you.
Okay, that's the thing, dudes and dudettes. Culturally and also via personal experience, the only person people I've had offer me money so that they could perform sexual favors on me were men. Right? Like, and it happens in TCAP too. They'll say, well, one of two ways. They'll say, hey, I'll give you $500 and I'll suck you off. Or they'll be like Marvin and ask for gas money. But like, I've had friends or coworkers who, whatever, we get close at work. And I'm not here to judge, but, we have some time around a pool table and some Boone's Farm wine and, things come up and I got to go, no, thank you. Why did I start telling that story? I'm so drunk already.
On his tab glass, because he was talking about prostitutes and paying for going over there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, the dudes. I've been propositioned where like friends, again, close and or distant friends, acquaintances, coworkers, like try to get with me, and I go, nah, that's not my thing. Like, there's a coin flip, a 50-50 chance that I would have been offered money for them to wrap their lips around my Johnson. I go, that $50 doesn't make it any more appealing.
I've never been,
but it just feels like a dude.
Money.
Like that's a dude tactic. I never had a girl be like, hey, I'll blow you and give you 20 because I wouldn't need the 20, right?
Thomas goes, wait a second. Wasn't cleanest pleasure some famous pedophile quote, Ryan? Was that a fucking Easter egg in your late night limerick?
It's the cleanest, best pleasure. The pleasure cleaner, right?
One more. There once was a co-host called Krista. That streamer Dave is her Mista. Her chair doesn't hula because that costs lots of moolah, but she's still at the top of our lista.
Fucking hula chair.
Hawaii chair. But then the hula chair,
I
yes.
get what you're doing right now. That's why I want to plead the fifth on that because that doesn't make sense the way you're saying it to me. I think a lawyer probably understand a little bit.
Girls, that's artificial stuff, sir. Girls want something deeper.
Better on what you're trying to get at.
We can stop them, okay?
Is that all you want to ask?
If you want the lawyer, then we can stop.
No, we can do it.
What was your favorite part of the stream tonight? Oh, when David told us he frequently has been treated as a prostitute at work and declines. Like a fucking square.
Listen.
Is it just time yet?
It's not just time. I don't want to say it happened all the time. If something like that happens more than once, it's probably noteworthy, right? Like, I'm not saying, here's the thing. If something happens once and it's a big deal, you go, whoa. If something's like, that's a little weird and it happens more than once, you go, whoa. So like the one time my coworker fucked a woman in the bed next to me in the hotel room we shared, that was a big enough event where I go, whoa, one's enough.
And he makes it a teaser for everybody else who doesn't know the whole story.
But the fact that multiple dudes offered me money for sexual contact, I go, that's gotta be a thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's a thing. I've never been given money.
Right, but that's the thing. Once, like when the dude goes, hey, I'll give you $275. I don't know why it sticks in my head because he wanted to give me that much money to get my penis in his mouth. And I go, nah, I'm cool. But like, it's so bizarre. Again, once it would have happened, I would have been like, whoa, hey guys, isn't that weird? But like if multiple coworkers of mine had fucked multiple skags that they'd picked up at bars as we traveled across Arizona, I don't know if it would be more noteworthy, as noteworthy. I don't know.
That's right, Thomas. I've never been offered money once. Wait, maybe I'm not sexy. Right? Like,
I don't think it's a matter of being sexy or not. Like, maybe it's just a dude thing. I only attribute this quality to other dudes. Now, again, my sample size is woefully small. It's only the people I've ever met. But the amount of times that weird stuff has happened to me where I go, what? I don't know. It's whatever.
Shit. Not yet.
So you don't want to open. I just want to make sure.
I have to have a lawyer before, obviously. I can't bring a lawyer here right now.
So you want to talk to me without the lawyer right now? Continue to talk.
Yeah, I don't have an issue talking with you. Is everything okay? Or
Can I waive my rights?
Is everything okay? Like,
Right.
did I offend you?
Do you need a hug?
Is everything okay? Like, you're being interrogated by a policeman.
You're going to jail.
Everything's fine for him. He's
getting
great.
paid.
Yeah.
In his hoodie.
When you shut the fuck up, he gets to go home and like sleep in a bed, and you're gonna be in a cot next to some dude who got pulled in for pissing on the side of a building.
I'm good, but to say you plead the fifth on certain questions, so that's why I'm trying to.
Once again, because I don't want to say anything that's like going to be taken out of context. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get a better understanding.
Right, correct, right. So that's the same thing here. I don't want to take anything out of context. So if I said, if I said, because this has to be brought up in court, if I said, are you a cop? Well, that's the same thing that prostitutes ask. Are you a cop? And by the way, I've been asked that on Grindr too, just for people coming over, even without money.
Here's the thing. Of all the weird things that have happened to me, I've never been asked if I'm a cop, right? I've been in some weird situations. I'll tell you about them later if you want to hear about it. But I've never, ever, ever been asked if I'm a cop. Mostly because I've never tried to get with an older person representing myself as a child. Never tried to sell or buy illegal drugs from strangers. I mean, know your dealer, right, guys? Come on. Pull your head out of your ass.
Without money. They ask you those things because probably in this situation right here, and I don't know why.
If I were illegal, I'd have to tell you, Ryan, but I'm not. So, I mean, roll the dice.
Okay.
I really don't. I don't own the app.
So because you just said you used Grindr for the first time today. So how many people today asked you if you were a cop on Grindr today? Three.
I'm always committing felonies, brother. Yeah, I've never been asked if I was a cop while I was committing a crime. That's for sure.
Okay. So
unless I flash that fake badge that I have that says police detective or whatever. It's at the dollar store.
They asked me if I was affiliated with law. I'm like, no, I'm just a regular dude.
Okay.
It's like, when we come over there, nothing weird. I'm like, no, because they're probably...
I'm just a regular dude. Just a regular dude. Cops, not regular dudes. Some of them are even women. Is that weird?
thinking what just happened, which now I'm figuring out, oh, this is what you fucking guys do? Like, you go on Grindr? Like, that's a legal dating app. Mm-hmm. That seems unfair to me. If you guys want to do something, whatever, you want to do it on the internet, fine, but this is illegal.
Listen, go to an illegal dating app. I went to a legal dating app and wanted some legal schlong, right?
FBI, Federal Breast Inspector.
Am I right?
Starts
Yeah,
high-fiving.
come on, Thomas, right through the fucking screen.
you just gotta see where I'm coming from too, where it says,
I don't,
hey,
sir.
I'm about to turn 15, right? And then you start, are you the cops? What's your lot number? It's like, no. Right.
But the order of it, you understand, like, the order is not
Do you get
how
the
you're
order?
saying it. Like, the order is...
Jizz time.
Hey, I like
The order is exactly that. Jizz time.
then the order is, you're saying I'm 15, which I'm not understanding, and then not understanding when he says he's 15.
Okay.
I'm not
I don't know if I can prove those credentials that he is a federal breast inspector.
understanding what the fuck that is. I thought he was talking about his lot number. So anyways, I'm in 15 is what I thought, not I'm 15. So I'm in 15.
Yeah, whenever someone asks me for my address, I'd say, I'm 1701. Huh?
Well, they're talking about lot numbers. Like, do they live in, like,
No. They weren't talking about lot numbers. Contextually, the policeman knows. He says, I'm 15. They were not talking about addresses. That's the thing. Like, these people... Letitia Stout is another one of these idiots who goes, oh, it's out of context, or this, that, the other. You know. Like, he's a fucking hair's breadth away from being like, as soon as you guys figure out I'm not a pedo, I'm going to expect an apology from everyone
Right.
in Colorado. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? It's not like, again, one of my favorite sayings from the police detectives is like, we didn't pull you out of a hat, right? We didn't throw a dart at a map and pull you. You're here for a reason. Is there any reason, they'll say? Is there any reason, Thomas, that you're here tonight?
Yes, we need the air horn for just time. Thomas says, let's play devil's advocate and say this guy may have an argument that if you need to be 18 to use Grindr, I know, then logically all inferences to the contrary can be ascribed to roleplay.
Roleplay chat room, dude. Okay. Right. Yes and no. Like, if you wanted to, like, you're one of those weirdos, whatever. You're one of those weirdos. But the thing is, like, I understand everybody wants to play devil's advocate because it's a fun position to play.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter, though, is that like the decoys have to go above and beyond to prove, or not prove, but like express to the person they are talking to that it is not a joke. No LOL. I'm 15, yada, yada, yada. It would be one thing if Jeff Sokol showed up with the pizza, but Bailey or whoever never said their age. That'd be one thing.
Right.
But that's the thing. These schemes are purpose built. It's like, here's the thing. When you set a trap for an animal, right? One of those classic old Indian traps where you bend the tree down, you put the stake, you put the food, and when it's tripped, it grabs and it snares you. You have to be in the trap to get caught. Never was there a fucking rabbit slung up on a tree, a sapling, caught by an engine or a cowboy or any of those other people go, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. You can't go like, this wasn't part of the legal app. If you get caught in a trap, you were caught. You cannot, like, whether you're a cop behind a billboard or you're a cowboy trying to catch a rabbit, once you're caught, you can't go, nuh-uh.
So in some of the decoy chats, if I recall correctly, some of the decoys will be like, so it's cool that I'm 15 or you don't mind that I'm XYZ. They didn't do that in this person. In his case,
Doesn't matter.
I know.
It would be one thing if this were a phone call that was not recorded.
Yeah.
The fact that that's the unassailable fact that all these idiots look past, since we all have eyes and they all operate basically like everybody else's. Like if Matthew here was like, whoa, I got slug eyes and I only work in 3-second intervals, and he can medically prove that, I would go, whoa, maybe he didn't see that, but he's not a slug. He may have the intelligence of one, the critical thinking of one, but being one of these higher order mammals, he's got a brain that allows him real-time viewing of reality. So that's where we are.
Colorado apology sounds like a sex move.
And you want to hang out. Not,
I wonder
you're a
what that would
15-year-old boy.
entail.
Let's do. I didn't say anything like that.
Okay, so it says, just so you ain't mad, I'm in HS, high school, still I about to be 15.
In
There's
Good
no
reading.
slug eyes. People who take this medication often, the side effects may include intense desire to gamble, shaky leg syndrome,
Anal leakage, death, slug eyes.
slug eyes. We slipped that in right at the end. Slug eyes every 3 seconds?
If you have any of these, please contact your doctor and stop taking XYZ immediately.
Hey, if you're allergic to this medication, don't take it.
Seriously, what the
How
fuck?
you gonna know that?
Ozempic, if you're allergic.
Hey, we just made Ozempic. Don't take it if you're allergic, but you'll be a corpse, so we'll skate on that one.
About to be 15.
In 15.
No, it doesn't say that at all.
Yeah, I'd
It
probably
says
take slug eyes too out of all
I would
those.
take the anal leakage. I mean, if we're going to say all of those are on the table with the restless leg syndrome, the intense desire to gamble.
I take RLS out of all of them, actually, not slug eyes. Just kidding. I forgot
I
about
would
that
still
one.
take anal leakage because
I'm good
I
with that.
appreciate sleep more than most, maybe, and I can wear a diaper. But you're like kicking all night. Yikes. And slug eyes, like you're gonna get like say goodbye to driving, say goodbye to like movie watching. Like your life is now podcasts.
I'm in HS, high school, still about to be 15.
And then after that, I said, okay, let's have. And then after that, I said, okay, let's do something.
And then let me ask you this: you said earlier you didn't remember hearing that, and then you said you're talking about the order and saying that the order is wrong. So you obviously
The
saw
way
it.
you're saying it doesn't, because I don't have the grinder app, so I can show you what was going on. Well, actually, most of it deletes on its own.
I'll
But I don't
take
have
the
it to show you. Hey, this is exactly the
I'd
order.
rather he didn't take the diaper and just had RLS. That'd be great.
That's the
Then we
thing.
kick each other all night. It's fine.
I would be because that's the thing. When you
Then
have
you take
restless legs,
Ambien.
you can't sleep. I don't want to be one of those Ambien people who like because that's how fucking Anthony Tomaselli ended up getting done. Just give me the anal leakage. It's fine. Like not that everybody in the general public would know this, but there are things known as bungs. You can get them drilled or non. a number 6 bunk and I'll sleep like a baby. Just chill out, everybody. It's my anal leakage, not yours.
It's my laundry.
I have nothing right now.
He's really won the lottery.
Order with me. I have nothing.
Okay.
I'm sitting here trying to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know that you don't believe me.
Being
dude.
honest.
I know what you
trying.
think right now, dude. So that's why I don't know what to say.
I
to you.
understand
The last
because
30
the
seconds
questions that
for the
could
best
possibly change my mind aren't being answered. You don't want to answer those questions.
Exactly. Okay. How am I supposed to?
And we haven't put a best of together in a decade. Holy shit.
I've never put one together, so maybe.
All right, that was my job.
Answer the questions, right? Like, why would you ask if you were a cop? Is that the standard?
Because I had a druggy friend. No, sorry. I had a friend who had druggy friends. His name is Jeff Stacy. You know him?
Because I had marijuana on me and I didn't want to get in trouble for weed. I know weed's legal, but still,
I know weed's legal, but still, I don't like bringing illegal substances to a place where other legal adults will be and not asking if they're cops. Because even if they were, there's nothing they can do.
Right.
It's like bringing water to a pool. You're within your rights.
Water.
It's weird, but you're within your rights.
I'm in somebody else's home. Somebody could be like, hey, I don't like that, and call and say I have drugs on me. I've been.
The way the
places where I was
cop
smoking
is
weed
sitting,
and
he's
having
like,
bad
"Ooh,
crack.
I got him." Like he's
You
like,
know, I don't want anybody.
like all arched
smoking
weird
weed. I don't
and
want to be getting like, yes, it's legal.
got good
but
posture.
That's just like.
But
maybe,
before he wasn't sitting like that. Now he's like, ooh.
maybe he's trying to get in a mirror, but whatever. I've known guys in law enforcement and military, and they all sort of have that, like their backs. One guy in particular I knew when I was working in an assisted living facility, he was in the Marines and came out and had like this classic, like V shape. He was a big, bulky dude, had the classic like Kurt Russell Universal Soldier flat top, and would sit straight as an arrow. His back would never touch the chair, and he would just eat a fucking giant plate of food. So, but I've seen that in like multiple dudes. So it just feels like it might be that, but he also might be getting antsy because we're
I
half
think
an hour
he's
in
getting
this,
antsy.
and like, you know, as much as we all love getting paid, at some point you go like, this story is fucking boring.
Thomas says that's how I treat this foot-long ciabatta meatball sup. I know it's legal, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Hey, you gotta watch out with those meatballs.
Yeah.
But it's still a problem with certain people, and I could get in trouble. You cannot drive while you're on marijuana because you can get a DWI. So I know for a fact I can get in trouble for it. So I'm not gonna.
If you're driving on it, like if you pull out a pipe or a whatever, a vape pen or any other type of tincture at a place of residence, someone says, I don't want that happening here. Like, is your plan just to do it and drive home? Like, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I can't get, you can't drive under marijuana. So what a weird thing to say. But look at his head. He's like, well, fuck you. And like, either smoke or drink, whatever the thing is, like get in his car. He's like, you made me do this. Like,
It's his golf cart.
it's like, not only is it like a victim mentality, but it's like these straw people are making you a victim because of how, even though they don't exist, they would, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Again, I should stop trying to apply critical thinking to this. It's not working.
I'm not gonna say, do you understand at all what I'm getting at with that?
No.
Like I said, weed's legal. You said it multiple times. If you're in somebody's house and you have weed, it's still, even if they don't want it there, it's still legal.
How?
How is it not legal?
Because I'm in somebody else's residence and they're not legal. I thought it was illegal.
You just told me you know it's legal.
No, legal for me to have it on me in my possession, not smoke with them or give any to them or do anything.
Only if they would be under the age of consumption, right?
Anything like that. Huh?
Were you planning to smoke with him?
No.
Okay. So
Didn't say that anywhere in there. Nope.
I didn't say you did.
No, I'm just saying,
So
for the record,
what
I'm
I'm
asking
asking,
like
I'm
that.
just
For the
asking
record.
because
No.
you're coming back saying, if I smoke with them, it would be legal. You said you weren't going to smoke with anybody, right?
Correct.
Okay.
They
So-
asked
so
me
then
if I
what
would
is-
share. This person in the Grinder app asked me, "Whoa, you want to share?" I didn't say anything. I'm like, "No, I don't do that." Like, I don't know if you don't have a medical.
Here's the thing. I try not to fall into this maneuver, but it just happens sometimes. Like unnecessary quotations. Like you would throw those up around something you disbelieve, right? Like you'd
Yes.
say, oh, I had a great time. You wouldn't say Grinder app, right? Because it exists. This Grinder app, like what? Did you find on the dark web? Does it not exist? I don't get it. People overuse this, and I'm guilty of it too, but I don't use it around things that actually are
Things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like cheese and bread. You can't. This Grinder. You guys heard this Grinder? I don't even know how to spell it.
A medical card, I could get in trouble. I'm not smoking with people that don't have a. If you don't have a medical card, I can't. I could get in trouble. I jeopardize my medical card. Like that's the reason why I'm trying to say that.
Oh,
it's not
so
for
it's
anything in
legal
particular,
for
it's
medical?
the fact that I have a medical card. I'm a legitimate patient with
Well,
it.
no, it's. I think
In Michigan.
in Michigan it's legal for recreational and medical. There's no reason. Like it would be like if you brought a beer over, like whatever, one of your 2 beers over to a friend's house. Like, as long as they're of age, if they say, I don't want that here, you would go, great, we're friends. I respect your decision. I'll get rid of it. But if they're 14,
Yeah.
the fact that you brought a beer over is like the least of your concerns.
Yeah.
With the doctor.
Cheese
I can lose my
and
license.
bread.
I'm not going to risk my license. I have anxiety. I'd rather do that than take the pills. That's all I was,
The pills.
This is a different question. If, say you don't have your card, you can still get it though, right? Because it's legal?
Because I can still get it?
Yeah. Don't you live in Michigan? You can go to a dispensary and buy it anyway? Without a card?
Without a card.
Yeah, you can get recreational for the same thing.
Where are we?
Okay, that's news to me. Sorry, I'm 40, dude. I work.
I'm 40, dude.
I'm 40, dude. I'm 40. I know that it doesn't take much to like hear things, right? I know that in my state, because everybody fucking talks about it, weed's legal recreationally and medically. I mean, it feels like, I don't know, man. It's maybe he doesn't know this, but it seems like someone should, like, especially if you're getting a medical card, right? It seems like, especially this guy would be like, hey, if it's legal recreationally, I don't have to spend the money to get the card.
Right.
So is he just stupid? Because like everybody should know that. Like it's every time anybody, not anybody, but rather any state in the lower 48 and beyond makes a move with changing the legal status of marijuana, it makes headlines all over the place, like Facebook, everywhere. Like you can't escape it.
Look, he's 40 and he works.
Right, I'm 40 and I work. I still know, like, where in the U.S., like, legal weed is essentially attainable for no justification. And I'm not even, like, I'm not going to go to Colorado or anywhere else. You just sort of know it because it filters to you.
Right.
So to be like, I'm 40, dude, I don't know. Don't do that. I don't want people thinking that I'm an idiot because I'm 40. I'm not.
I work for a living. I did not know that. I know you have to have a medical card. That's what I have. If I knew you could just buy it, I'd just buy. I have a card.
You can go to any, like,
It's like a fucking old man who's like, cell phones? Flip.
Bye.
It's 2024. Got my jitterbug.
any dispensary that sells recreational, you can go get it. Say, hey,
That I'm not-
you don't need a card.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that.
So that's why some confusion comes.
Okay. Okay. Very
P.S.
good.
The
It
one,
is. Go
really
ahead.
quick, this is the one time where like, I'm not aware of that. It works in your favor. 'Cause most
Yeah.
of the time they're like, hey, you know it's illegal to have sex with a child? They go, I was not aware of that. He goes, so, you know, you can buy weed wherever you want, anytime in Michigan? I was not aware of that. Right, well, just be okay with it then. It's so weird to see it on the other side here. Where you go, I didn't know I could not
Right.
send my penis pictures to children. I did not know that.
This is unrelated to weed, but I find it really weird that he's wearing shorts in October in Michigan.
You fucking weirdos back east are all like that. Don't,
I did not wear shorts when it was October in Connecticut.
whatever. It's a dude thing. All the dudes that I knew, whatever, from back east, come here. Doesn't matter. Even dudes here, what's freezing outside? Shorts are like,
I mean, I wore sandals here all year round.
I mean, that's plausible, but shorts are not, I have,
The meth keeps you toasty.
oh, for
yeah.
sure. Yeah. His metabolism is through the roof because of all the meth.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Here's the thing. personally, a long pant is for a man, a lady, anyone who wants to be taken seriously. Shorts are for around the house. They're for yard work, weekends, and beach wear. If you're an adult, out in public, engaging in commerce, being employed, wear pants.
Or a dress if you're a woman.
Or I don't care about ladies. Men.
You said you added ladies into your
Right, but-
pants thing.
Ladies aren't going to wear shorts. I mean, ladies know when shorts are appropriate. It's a different thing for ladies. This is the sexist comedy hour. Men and women are different. Vaginas and penises. Totally separate. They're different, guys. I'm just saying, from this point of view right here, you're going to be taken seriously as an adult. You wear pants. You're at the lake. You're at PCH. It's a weekend. Mowing the lawn. Pop those shorts on. Just
What's
saying.
PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway.
Cool. Not aware of that.
Okay.
Only aware of, I have a medical card. I didn't know.
I'm a long pants man. Long pants, long pants. Super bonus ride points if anyone gets that reference.
Don't get that reference, but I like that you're a long pants man.
There's a druggie / homeless move I've seen where the hat and shorts combo come together to keep them alive in winter. It keeps the head heat in. Short captures the crotch warmth. Oh, Homestar Runner. I knew that kind of sounded familiar. Long pants, long pants.
I haven't watched Homestar Runner in 30 years, guys.
I mean, it's been a long time, but I can still remember some of the...
I remember Strong Bad. I know the Burninator. Whatever. Moral of the story is, I don't know. Here in Arizona, I can see why, because here, we have not a huge, but a decent homeless population, and a lot of them wear shorts because I get that. Those of us gainfully employed with access to climate control, we wear pants. It's just done. I don't want to whatever. I don't want to be caught sliding so far down the scale that I'm your average Walmart consumer. I don't want to be in that area where I've got friends who go, it's button-up shirts, slacks, all the way. And I don't want to be like braless wife beater and yoga pants. But
Yes.
jeans and a t-shirt, everything is covered. You look professional. You meet someone out on the town. They're still...
Yeah, I can count on just one hand when I've seen David get in the car driving with shorts on.
It's only when I'm not going to get out.
Or I think there was once we went to Goodwill. But
That's the thing. There's going to be, everybody's standard slip. I'm not going to hold you to any sort of standard to keep ironclad for the rest of your life.
But you're right. It was only never.
I'm not here to throw shade. You want to wear denim shorts? Wear your fucking denim shorts, get some black socks and some Tevas. Knock yourself out. I don't give a fuck. Wear, Hawaiian shirts and tuck them into your denim shorts with a brown leather belt. Wear a camera around your neck and put zinc on your nose. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, if you want to, there's a middle ground between being comfortable and being... I don't even know what I would call I don't want to say socially acceptable, but dressed in an appropriate manner for work or play.
Yeah.
I was saying, I don't want to talk about pants anymore, guys.
With all this put some pants on talk, we're 5 minutes from David telling us to get a haircut and push around some sissies.
Get a goddamn haircut.
I didn't know you could just do that. Why do I have a medical card? Why do I have to have a medical card then?
You don't.
You don't.
In case you go someplace that doesn't sell recreational.
I don't go anywhere. A place they deliver to me because I have to have a medical card. Prescribed
Wow,
doctor.
they deliver in Michigan.
That's weird. That's weird. I've never heard of that. No.
Okay.
No.
So,
It seems legit that he's never heard of that.
But it only helps him.
Yeah.
It's not something where deny this murder. It's hey, good
Right.
news. You can bring your weed wherever. No, I have a card. And apparently to him, it's the size
It's
of a
huge.
piece of construction paper.
you
He blew it up.
do acknowledge that you saw that he was underage, right?
No.
No.
eventually? Because you said it was the wrong order.
Well, the way you're saying is in like you were soliciting yourself to a minor after he said he was a minor, and if you read the text from when he supposedly, if I'm reading it correctly, which I don't have anything on me to prove it.
So it's impossible for me to say this with any degree of certainty because, again, I don't have anything on me.
It happened just
empty
yesterday.
Elijah lawyer chair is sitting next to me, not giving me any counsel. I mean, he could have said, yeah, I'd like my dick sucked, and then 8 minutes later said I'm 15. And, you know, I feel like I should go home for that.
Yeah, profile
Prove
said
anything
30.
for myself. In lot 15, like I'm a younger guy, cool. No problem. Well, I didn't see that. I just saw a younger guy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't see it. You said you don't see it, but then it's...
Because I got 100 messages coming up on Grindr. You don't understand.
I'm so popular. I'm 40.
That's the thing. I would never have so much. Like, I've been offered money to have my dick sucked. I'll tell you that. But I'm not gonna have like so much hubris as to be like on every gay sex app I go on to, I have hundreds of messages. I just can't say that. It feels braggadocious and also not true. Hundreds.
That's a lot.
I wouldn't even say dozens.
No.
You met one kid.
And he said he was talking to 2 other guys. So that's 3 people.
Hypothetically.
On Facebook, have you ever had like a bunch of people message you?
Rarely.
Okay.
Rarely.
On Grindr,
Not very popular.
there's a lot of lonely people out there, guy. So it's boom, 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 boom. They're hitting you up like crazy. I'm reading 100 messages. So if
Everybody wants my dick.
That's cool. Younger. I put in my bio, younger. I don't like 40, 50-year-old men. So why?
I don't like dudes as old as me. That's a weird thing to say. Like, don't get me wrong, I've punched up. Like, when I was 20-something, I dated a girl in her mid-30s. But never when I was 15 did I consider, like, finding an adult woman. This is weird.
Yeah.
So why younger?
That's
I mean younger,
more
like younger
tasty
than 40, younger than me. That's
Tasty.
all.
This motherfucker's tasty. You know that reference.
Not 15. You can't do that on Grindr. You have to be legal.
It's a
you have
legal
to sign
app.
a waiver. And I, by the way, I'm willing to have that waiver in court. So if somebody used that,
I would love to have someone be like, hey, pull that Grindr waiver up. You think there's mention of like hand jobs in that waiver? 'Cause, I mean, it's Grindr.
Right.
application
Whatever happens
to try to
outside
get
of
me
the
in trouble
Grindr app
that
is not.
supposedly have sex with a minor. That's illegal because I signed a legal document.
Okay.
So what I'm wondering is how you guys signed a legal document and now I'm sitting here with you. That's what I don't understand.
Okay.
Okay.
I signed a legal document. I'm on a legal app.
Role playing, chat room, dude. That's all there is to it.
All right, guys. I've got early morning. I'm being offered $50 to go to bed now, so I'm gonna take it. If you stream this weekend, I'll be there.
Don't take the money, Ryan. Like you're gonna feel bad in the morning.
I didn't solicit anything and now I'm here. That's what I don't understand.
Okay.
So how'd you guys get on a legal app?
Because we're not actually
use the app.
15.
Right.
And P.S. So let me just get this straight. So if I ask you you're a cop, you can legally lie to me. What? And if we're in an interrogation like this one, you can lie to me there too legally? Man, when do you guys ever have to tell the truth?
Is everyone here a prostitute?
Yeah, you're a prostitute. You're a prostitute.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. That's illegal.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So how is somebody getting on a legal app? So grown adults are getting on a legal app and trying to...
Yes.
Yes, whatever, trying to, however you answer or finish that statement, the answer is yes. If there is the possibility of a human perpetrating an act, it'll happen. So yes, it's jizz time.
punish people for being a little strange,
What's a little strange? I don't understand.
bisexual.
Notice that that's...
Then why the heck am I here?
So, if it was on Christian Mingle and somebody said, hey, I'm meeting somebody, right? So if we use Christian Mingle
What's
instead
my
of...
vape? Can I have my vape on me?
No, you can't.
Oh, it's okay. It's
All right.
Alright.
You know,
Yeah, a vape? Oh, I can't have it. That's cool. I just wanted to interrupt you during your soliloquy about Christian Mingle.
He's got his card for being anxious.
Christian Mingle, farmersonly.com.
Right. What's
Amish country, like what?
Hey, I'm about to be 15. That's where the problem comes.
Absolutely, I
It's
agree.
got nothing to do with the app that we used.
I agree.
Okay?
You want to make a 15-year-old farmer? You want to meet a 15-year-old Christian? Want to meet a 15-year-old Jewish person? I don't care. I mean, I do care because 15 is illegal. That's the point here. I mean, it's a legal app, yes, but come on.
I gotta see if bisexual is an option on Christian Mingle.
Good luck with that one. Imagine, oh my God, I can't, like, they wouldn't even give you the option.
J-date.
J-date, maybe.
And I'm talking to a legal consenting adult. When I walk into a house, I see a legal consenting adult,
I signed
which
a
I have
waiver.
not solicited anything to. I said some interesting words, which were also said to me
Some
on a legal
words.
app for adults,
On a
that you
legal
have
app?
to be a legal adult to even
What
get
was
on.
said to you?
Just, oh, you're cute, just normal stuff.
You know, wild
Suck your dick.
stuff, like you're cute and like suck nipples and stuff. That's wild to you? I don't know.
Nothing major, nothing, hey, I'm 15, you want to have a young, no, fuck no. You think I want to go to jail? No. Of course I
Hey, I'm 15. Do you want to have a young... A young what, Matthew?
know that's illegal, dude.
So, if it wasn't illegal, would you be into 15-year-olds?
Absolutely not. I have children, man. I know that sounds weird because I'm bisexual, but I'm not with my girlfriend or my daughter's mother. Been separated for a while.
My daughter's mother. Is she not your daughter? Is she
Mother?
not your daughter's mother? Why the quotation? My daughter's mother. Meaning she is neither your daughter nor is that woman your daughter's mother? Stop doing that.
For a while, you know what I mean? I had a couple girlfriends, but other than that, no. I'm just in an interesting point in my life, dude, and I'm
Trying it all.
meeting people.
What an interesting point in my life. You know, God willing, one day I'm going to find an interesting part of my life where I'm just looking to get on Grindr. Like, whatever, to each their own. I don't want to throw shade again because like whatever, people's lives are their own. But like if you've got a girlfriend and kids and stuff, you're just like, hey, I'm in an interesting part of my life where I'm 40, middle-aged to most, got kids, and willing to just like run around and suck dudes off on Grindr.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, adulting never. No lens could I look through where like as an adult I would go like, yeah, you've got a family, but you also like surreptitiously suck dudes off. But again, like
I mean, sometimes you hit 40, you look around, you think maybe you'll go skydiving, drink the tequila with the worm inside, fucking can't you know, live a little.
But that's the thing. I go, you know, I get wanting to go off the deep end, like go a little crazy, you know, you're 40 or whatever, but like at this point, again, maybe it's just me, and like there's a certain something that makes people want to stop being morons. Because like I can't imagine having just the kid I have now with the wife I have now going like, well, you know what? Maybe a little D every now and again wouldn't be a bad idea.
I mean, this is like the age that around our ages is when married, like not saying that I'd want to do this, like when married people together become like swingers and stuff like that.
I think that's pejorative. I think if you're a freak, you're a freak. I just think that a lot of times people deny themselves their true nature and then slowly slip into it like a pool. After it hits your nuts, you go, I'm bisexual. Until it hits your nuts, you go, okay, I'm gay. I'm in.
Right.
I feel like that's where he's at. He's like, I'm bisexual because I got kids and a girlfriend, but like he wasn't on an app that caters to men and women.
Right.
Unless I'm, you know, maybe I'm like the detective here. Are there ladies on Grindr?
I have no
Thomas,
idea.
get a Grindr account. Tell me if there are ladies on there.
Do
I don't.
some
I don't want to
investigative
do
work.
it, but I feel like you should.
Yeah.
Just for research.
Check about the bisexuality
that is
on Christian
not
Mingle.
mine.
And then check Grindr.
Bisexuality.
Bisexuality.
Absolutely not. I work for a living.
Bio.
That's not my
works for a
thing,
living.
like, or whatever you want to call it. So my thing,
Thank you, Thomas.
What a
no,
boss.
it was not my intention to do anything, as I showed in the text. It's not my intention
Not
to do
intentional.
anything with a minor, let alone that. If he or whatever it was, because I don't know what the heck was texting me now.
Was it AI?
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. I'm not super familiar with this because, again, I watch a lot of interrogations a lot. This one I don't go over a lot, but it feels like he might be willing to float that this kid was the chupacabra.
Which has to be proven in court. What the heck was he even texting me? Because it should have been from a legal app, which is what should have been texting me.
Okay.
So this legal app is texting me saying, hey, blah, blah,
Puts
blah,
glasses
blah, blah.
on, logs into Grinder. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
No ladies? Come on, Tom.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, why is a legal app that's legal?
A legal app that's legal. It's got a legal waiver.
The
I signed it.
legalities.
Marty, 7 years. Stop stealing my songs.
I'm now supposedly I'm illegal, but I get to see what I have done wrong, except for the fact you guys are saying, well, it says right here he's a 15-year-old boy. But still, when we
That's
it.
you have yet to see, but you saw it. He said it to you. He probably
Acknowledged
said it to
it.
you. You acknowledged it. That's the part that's illegal. You can't point to the thing and be like, I didn't see that. It would be like if Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, right, when he sees that giant pile of Triceratops shit because it's sick from eating the berries, if he just looked, pulled his sunglasses off and went, meh, and walked straight through the shit, not giving it a second's thought or a moment's acknowledgement.
Maybe there's some are kind of ladies.
when we go to court, it has to be shown that I did something, and the only thing is that I walked inside a door apparently. A wrong door, I guess, but I walked inside a door, and the judge is going to be like, I'm probably going to give you soliciting to minors, and then, it's probably...
Yeah, judges usually throw terms around like probably or
Let's just
more
do
than
it.
likely. I'm probably going to convict you on all your crimes. You're probably going to end up on some sort of registry. Probably.
You might have to go tell all the
Probably just
people
gonna be, that's going to
personally.
be the end of it. I'll pay a fine and walk out of court because I didn't do anything. I didn't sexually molest. First of all, that's disgusting. Sexually molest or
First of all.
hurt or tease or anything. Didn't say anything that, oh, you're 15? Oh, that's awesome. You just read the text. I didn't say that was cool. Did I?
Here's the thing, though. Most humans are gifted with not only implication, the understanding of implication, but also the understanding of inference. And nobody in their right mind would say, like, oh, good, you're 15.
Right. The vibes in the courtroom are definitely feeling a felony conviction here, sir.
I know, man. It's like I'm a working man, and I'm just there, and you got no digital. Is it paper? I'm on the floor. Chris Hansen's there. I know exactly what's going on, but what's going on?
An adult answers the door?
His 30-year-old, 30, my daughter's mother. Where are we?
Did I or did I not? Did I say that was cool? No, I did not. So you're just so
Yeah, under oath, he will have to say that nobody said it was cool that the kid was 15.
we're clear.
It says, hey, I'm horny, and he's like, LOL. You know what I mean? So
That's what,
So-
laughing out loud. Yeah, it's
that was after the fact that he said that he was 15.
once again, didn't.
Classic joke structure. I'm horny, setup. He laughs. I guess there is no payoff. I guess it wasn't a joke. I was trying to have sex with a kid. Sorry, detective.
If I'm understanding this correctly through the text, it's a joke.
I'm driving a
It's
Tanner
awesome.
Gold Kia.
Tanner Gold Kia.
It fucking better fucking be because the person that I'm speaking to on Grindr is a grown adult. You have to be a grown adult.
Okay.
With an email and all of that stuff. You have
Man, they don't hand out emails to everybody.
Yeah, it's 2022.
He signed a waiver. He had an email. I don't know what else I could have done to ensure that he wasn't a child. I emailed him.
to be an adult.
Okay.
So an adult gives me their phone number. I text. You're saying that, well, it says this about a 15-year-old, but nowhere after did I say, oh, that's cool, and I'm into that. I didn't say, so apparently I didn't read it like that, or I didn't see it like that, because I sure as heck didn't message afterwards anything that was like that.
If you're a lawyer, you can say, apparently he didn't. Because you can say, well, it speaks for itself, ipso facto, right? He didn't see it, and therefore, but you could, when you say, I apparently, It's like, okay, remember when again, we'll bring up Gabriel Renee when Detective Descartes was like, hey, are you into photography or videography? Not to my knowledge is not the right answer.
Right.
All I said was, hey, where do you live? I have about an hour because I got to go to work soon. That's it. Like, I'm going to have a couple beers.
Very swollen. A little time, not much. So I stopped by. It's truth. It's truth.
And I'm going to smoke some weed, and that was it. But I didn't see anything anywhere where I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool, and I'm coming over for this, and like, you know what I mean? Before, yes, I said some stuff, but after what you're saying, I didn't say anything. And that's only because
I got a drink.
Nothing in there.
I have an hour and a half to go to work. I don't have all time to chat.
He goes to work at 7 a.m.
Dude, here's the thing. I brought this up before, but if you're going to stop someone for a list, have at least 3 items on that list. If you're going to go because and then make them wait for whatever the fake drink or anything like that, because you're building up that suspense, that classic build and then release. To just repeat the same fucking thing you said right before you took the drink.
A lot of times, guys keep doing that. They keep, you know, kind of teasing you, yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, hey, you know, hey, I think you're really cool. Hey, listen, if you want to hook up, fine, but just let me know because I gotta go to work. And I just don't have all night. And you're a cool person. You sound really cool, but I don't have all night. But not.
Listen, I mean, I would love to suck your dick, right? But I've got 45 minutes before bedtime, right? And bedtime is not negotiable. So if you want to S this D or you want me to S that D, it's got to be before bedtime, dude. Hurry.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be my defense. Like, hey, you came to meet a kid. And I said, yeah, but I only have an hour. Maurice?
Bedtime.
Not, hey, you're a young boy and I can't wait to just, no, absolutely not.
Let me ask you this: is there anybody you want us to contact?
I have to contact the mother.
Okay, so you can do that when you're at the jail. Okay.
I don't have my phone, so I don't have my phone numbers.
Everybody gets a fucking... If you don't know your mom's phone number without cell phones, you're a fucking shitty person. I mean, you're old enough that your mom definitely has a landline. And also, when she got a cell phone, it was before where we are today. You know your mom's fucking telephone number. Don't be like, oh, I don't know. And P.S., you're going to call your fucking mom, dude? You're 40 years old.
He takes care of his mom.
Invoke the empty chair lawyer.
Yes. Are they gonna?
Hey, Mom!
Would they give him the phone number to a lawyer?
It doesn't matter. They would have to, like, they would give him a public defender if he doesn't have money, which
Right.
blah, blah, blah. But that's just it. Like, I mean, like, of all the people you could call, like, Mom, you're, like, Donald Morrison here is now showing his, like, my mom's going to take my computer and just totally throw it away. All right, Daly.
Am I getting my SD or am I S-ing that D? Because I'm about to B my L and we got to get to it.
I'm saying, you got 45 minutes because you got bedtime, because you got work. You didn't know whose D is getting S'd because someone needs to B and L. I mean, right? It's not rocket science.
My contact, how am I gonna contact?
So we can't give you your phone back. Okay. So
My Nokia's gone
is somebody
forever.
at your trailer you want me to stop by or anything like that? Or?
There's nobody in my trailer but myself, bro.
Okay. I don't know.
Not even Lorne? You guys are supposed to run that 10-mile yard sale.
So you got a you what?
My dog is there, right? I have to have my mom go to my house. That's all I was gonna do.
You
Is
don't know her phone number?
Of course, I gotta bleep it out because you know, harass the mom.
This is the best 1998 radio call-in show I know.
Call the jail.
No, that's fine, but I'm gonna contact her, right?
That's fine. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to help you out by.
Yeah, P.S. The police aren't gonna call your mom and tattle on you. They
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Hey, I've got your son Matt here.
Hey, now we got Dustin. Doesn't make sense. You're not gonna call my mama. I wanted him to be shaved down there.
And somebody know that you're safe, whatever. Somebody could go take care of your dog. Okay.
Yes, my mother. Yes, Rosalie Pastillo. Well, her name just Rose. It's fine.
Rose, and what's the last name?
Just Rose. It's fine.
Okay. So.
And just tell you don't
What was your cousin's name?
have to tell her anything. Just be like, hey, your son was.
Yeah, if the cops show up, like, let's say my son is now an adult. The cops show up and they say, hey, you got to take care of your son's dog because you're not going to see your son for a while. I'd probably have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Like, even if my son was like, don't say anything, I'm going to infer a couple of things because a cop is at my door saying I have to take care of a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Was in trouble. He's been arrested. She's gonna go crazy. Just say, hey, hit the dog's in the house. Go to the house and hang out
2 scoops of Bill Jack every day at about 3:30. Nothing else.
at the house and just stay there.
All right.
And then I'll be there in the morning when I get out of court.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for me right now?
When I go to court tomorrow, obviously I'm gonna be charged, but I'm gonna be let go. Obviously, correct? Because I didn't do anything wrong,
That's
right?
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
just because you say you didn't, like, you're in it.
Did he get put away?
I think, I don't know exactly. I think he may still be out waiting for, because the gears of justice move pretty slow. So I don't know where he is, because this is pretty recent, right? Like, this is whatever, 2022. So there's a good chance he's still waiting to be sentenced and or get in there.
Yeah, the To Catch a Predator fandom, he was charged with.
TCAP, so whatever. Is that?
It's still his stuff.
I'm saying that's the thing. TCAP and beyond, it's all just TCAP. Anything Chris Hansen touches turns to TCAP.
Yeah, he was charged with 3 felonies.
King Midas of Predators.
But yeah, there's no public information on what became of him after his court hearing, which was in December of 2022.
Right, because that's the thing. We don't have Stone Phillips to be like, oh, well, this and that happened. But especially with crimes like this, the most we can hope for, because somebody, I shouldn't say this for a fact, but it just feels like with Murphy, Texas or whatever, there's going to be some judge involved somewhere that goes like, well, this is kind of hinky, let's just throw it out.
Right.
So there's an equal chance that they could be on a registry or like, who gives a fuck, because the judge is like, I don't care, what's the internet?
Yeah, they're like 80.
I would argue that it doesn't necessarily matter the legal part of it, because maybe not, but like Jeff Sokol is famous enough that I would, like, if I saw him on the street, be like, whoa, keep the kids away. Mm-hmm. I don't think that Matthew here has the same sort of infamy, even though he has pulled a card from every Predator's deck.
Right.
I don't know, but that's the thing, that we've got such a large ecosystem of humans. It's impossible for those who care to make sure that everybody who we should all be aware of, that we're all aware of. Like, we're still raising awareness about breast cancer. I feel like everybody knows about that. We're still raising awareness. How are we going to raise awareness about Matthew Daly?
Right. And that's, with the whole, raising awareness stuff is crazy. And then there's people on the flip side of, I posted in our Discord about this Facebook page that it's these 3 young sisters, and all they do is dance stuff, and like their comment or their posts are always like, what do you think about these guys, these dances, guys? And like all these dudes, adult dudes, are making comments that are like, this is not something that should be happening.
But then it's
there.
Right. There's a quote, I'm probably going to butcher it, but paraphrase, like, you don't, there's maybe no definition of pornography, but like, when you see it.
Right.
Somebody said that. Like, you can call it whatever you want, but when something makes you feel gross, you know it. Mm-hmm. But there are some things that can make you feel gross that aren't necessarily illegal, like being a fucking creeper on like a preteen's dance Facebook. Right. Or anyone who goes to any beauty pageant for children. Mm-hmm. Like, there are 2 types of people who are interested in the lives of children: obsessed parents and sex perverts.
Right.
That's all there is. Because if you're at that pageant, that soccer ball, that baseball, that softball game, you're there because your kid's there. or you're a pervert.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that now that, because back in the old days, you would just have a softball game and the perverts would have to risk showing up in a ball cap and dark aviator glasses. Now, the moms will put it on Facebook so that weirdos can burn their matchstick down in the comfort of their own home and be like, nice dance, try shaking your ass a little more next time.
Right.
Knowing, or obviously they're not going to be that gross, but that'll be the sentiment. And they know that they get to keep yanking it to children, and the moms aren't going to say stop because it's attention, which is gross. And no one's going to be like, look into this because technically nothing, like, that's the thing. You could be a perpetual nuisance or a mild creep and nothing will be done.
Yeah. I mean, that one only Facebook page that I know of, I'm sure there's bajillions, is only like, has been reported a lot by moms in a group that I'm in. But like,
and that's the thing too, like how I don't know, maybe I'm just smarter than your average bear, but I wouldn't join a group that like, and put my son and like share pictures of my son in a place like that.
correct.
Cause like, hello, like how stupid do you have to be? Or like delusional. Like if you're trying to ride your kid's coattails cause you never made it and the HOA turned you down as part of the board, it's your only option.
Yeah.
But Jesus, fuck, that's depressing. Whatever. I think I've had enough of Matthew Daly. We get what's going on here, right?
He's going to go to jail. He's got to call his mom.
Who knows? That's the thing. We don't know if he went to jail.
Well,
we know
I mean,
that he's disgusting. I mean,
right.
Prison. We
Right.
went to jail.
Yeah.
Prison. Whatever. He enjoyed his Tim Hortons empty cup conspiracies, yada yada. He's definitely more entertaining than Michael Myers, which was another mid-level, not level, but like mid-time period between TCAP and TruBlu.
Oh, was it like a how?
Or maybe he was part of it. No, sorry. Yeah, Michael Myers was caught in the same sting that I think caught Jim Roush that never made it to air or whatever. It doesn't matter. That's it for you guys. We've got another one for the books. I've got so many to do, but there's so many good ones that are long, and I know that second half is going to have a steep drop off of already the mid-level double digits that I get. So we'll see what happens. But there you go. Another Predator snagged by Chris Hansen, technically.
As he was being forced to the ground and he was reading, Chris Hansen was reading him the chat log while he was being handcuffed on the ground.
I don't know, man. It's just sort of cuts through the artifice. Like, it's nice that Chris Hansen doesn't have to get the Miranda rights. But is that admissible? And I guess it doesn't matter because you're being tried in the court of public opinion.
Right.
Whatever. Thank you so much for showing up if you did. Thomas, nailed it as usual. We will see you on the next episode if you decide to show up, and I'd appreciate that. But, whatever. I understand people are busy. I'll see you later. I'm very sleepy. Bye.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.